Losing composure. I'm losing composure. You know I'm losing composure. I lose composure every Wednesday night around 8 o'clock. Jill Tatey. St. Ricketts. But fire cannot burn. www.saintricketts.com. Brand new music coming soon. I got some samples and it's awesome. And I will say to you all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night, 8:02. We are back with a 100% live episode of The Yo Show.
Yo.
Feeling energetic tonight. My wife is in the house. Hello, Cassie, our good man, Phil Mang in the house. Phil, good evening. Thanks for getting an early start with us here. Another great Wednesday night. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. With me, as always, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, and looking just slightly disheveled this evening, but lovely as always, the one and only Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. You know, it feels like an eternity since last Wednesday, doesn't it? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It does. It really does. I had to play back some of last week because it just felt like that long.
Yeah, it did. Last week, Jewel and I barebacked it, as they say. No guest. And me and Jewel went at it. And I got to say, Jewel, might sound weird,
to stay with you.
but it's like one of our most viewed episodes in a few weeks. So maybe we don't need guests. Of course we need guests. And we got a great one tonight, and we'll talk about him in a second. She does not. Jewel looks amazing, Cassie. Always does. Jewel always looks amazing. We're always happy to be here.
Thanks,
Another
lady.
great Wednesday night. So it's hot. It's sticky, but we're getting back to it, Jewel. And this past Saturday, outside the dead heat of Atlantic City, the Atlantic City Beer Music Festival, I had a blast. I sampled clearly a couple thousand beers, and it was hot as butt, but terrific.
Now, was every beer hot? Because warm beer on a hot day does not go well.
Now, most of them were very well iced and very nicely done. So, great job. Outdoors for the first time. I hope it goes back to indoor next time. Outdoors just seems so big and so hard to navigate, and it felt like I missed so much. And it was hot.
Yeah.
But a great time. Nevertheless,
I
my
like the
friend,
option of going outside and then getting too hot and going inside and cooling. You know,
that's not bad. A 50-50 wouldn't be bad. But
I think the flower show is going to be like that, like half outside, half inside. But with the outside portion, they get to have like that many more flowers and everything. So, yeah, should be good. That's tomorrow.
That sounds great. Are you going down? I've gone down in the past.
I was thinking of go. I want to take my mom. I know she would just love it, but obviously it's going to be crazy weather and all that. So hopefully next year I could take her.
Sounds good. It is. It's neat. It doesn't blow me away. I had a good time the first time I went. Second time, just I don't know. There's only so much I think you could see.
Yeah. Well, can you buy things or is everything just?
I assume you can. I need a trim. This was trimmed 3 weeks ago? Is it bad already? Come on, them grizzly grow out animals.
I have to cut my hair too. I know when it gets wild that I have to cut it. Start shedding.
I don't know how you do it. It's so long, and I love it, and I don't know how you handle cutting it. Don't you get really sad when you take inches off of it?
Well, I don't. If I went to someone, they would because they're like, "Oh, you need it." But
yeah,
that's why I won't go to anyone. It's like a new trend that all these girls are cutting their hair at home. It's called the wolf cut, but basically you make ponytails on top of your head, and then you can cut. But it comes out pretty even. I mean, for a at home cut. So
I'm going to try that with this. I'm going to tie it and then
hey, it works.
Never ever ish. So tonight we have a great guest. This young man does everything. Everything. He sings. He's a songwriter. He's an actor. He's a dancer, break dancer. Nevertheless, George got his own break dance team. A terrific young man by the name of Taylor McIntosh. He's got a brand new song that just hit yesterday. And we're going to play that a little bit later. It's called
Here.
Claire in the Moonlight. And we're going to play that for you shortly.
So
But
pretty.
first, it is a pretty song. He's a very talented individual. Very excited to talk to him. Great musical pedigree as well. So a lot to ask him and talk about. Coming up around 8:30, Taylor McIntosh. So stick around for some music, and stick around for some of the stuff that makes us great. Because tonight, Jewel, we got topics. We've got Man Cave. We got Let's Argue. And I go a little bit off the deep end about my man Ben Simmons. And I want you all to hear it. So don't shy from me.
What's the deal? I have no idea. Like, you're hyping this up. Like, I'm lost.
It gets old. All right. The Sixers are in the second round of the playoffs. It's tied 1-1. Atlanta kind of caught them with their pants down the first game. I think we're a better team than Atlanta. I think we could beat Atlanta and get on to round 3, which would mean Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's got an amazing team. And everybody says Ben Simmons is doing enough. Ben Simmons needs to do this, needs to do that. It gets old. Appreciate the guy. He's playing stellar defense. He's got the stats. I got some numbers for everybody a little bit later. It is Joel Embiid's team first and foremost. So you ride Embiid, and then Simmons is one of the many of cast of players. But we'll talk about it later. And I'll try not to go too long with it. But I get the feeling there's going to be some table banging, some pen throwing, some books. There's probably going to be some nasty comments from people. But that's okay. That's what we do here.
It's all right. That's what happens when you talk important things.
Dynamite. Very important things. Top 5 list, Jewel Tatey. We usually, as always, try to get it a little bit on the subject of the guest. And, due to the fact that Taylor does everything, as I said, sings, dances, acts, all that. Top 5 multi-talented performers. So if you're like a singer, you also act, or you also dance, or, just like people that do a few things really well.
Jeff, did you ever have any like Broadway dreams? Like, if I could just get on that stage, I would tear it up.
Broadway, no. Maybe like the TLA, yes, but not Broadway.
Yeah. Like rock star. You want to be a rock star, right?
Always want to be a rock star or a comedian. I sing like my butt, and situationally, I'm a situational comedian. I'm just not that great as a stand-up comedian. So, yeah.
Situational.
Never made it to the big stage. But this is a big stage. We get our viewers.
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, I always wanted to be on Broadway. Or a ballerina. I knew that wasn't happening from an early age, though.
Ballerina, that's tough. I ever since watching Black Swan, I just with the broken toes and all that. Yeah, that turns me off.
I had no idea she really had a dance background because I'm sorry, but she didn't really look like she had a dance background. Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I mean that movie for me.
We just showed the top of their arm motions. But
Kenny Shuffle in the house. What up, Kenny. For me, that movie was all pretty much Mila Kunis, especially the dirty scene where she's got the black wing tattoo.
PG tonight.
Wow. We're PG tonight? I'll see what I can do. I'll give it a shot. It's funny you say PG because in a few minutes we're going to celebrate today's National Day.
Oh. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you're going to find out shortly. Anyway, top 5 list. Top 5 multi-talented entertainers. And I will start at number 5 with seemingly the new ageless wonder, Miss Jennifer Lopez. She sings, she acts, she dances. She's also still extremely sexy at her age. Awesome. Just everything across the board, Jennifer Lopez at number 5. Number 4, Mark Wahlberg. He raps. He acts. A little bit of dancing. Entrepreneur. He's a burger shop owner. He's got a little bit of everything.
He does.
Mark Wahlberg. His acting has improved.
I think his rapping has too.
Well, that's not saying much. But number 4, Mark Wahlberg. Number 3, the original king, the one and only Elvis Presley. Another good dancer, singer. Acting, he was an actor, but
Yeah.
It's hard to get guys that are great. The top 2, I think are great at both segments. Number 2 is Philly's own Will Smith.
Okay.
Excellent dancer, good rapper, terrific actor, Will Smith. And number 1,
his daughter is ridiculous. She seriously is triple threat. I love her music. Like, she is such a little artist, and she's wonderful.
Yes, very good, very talented young lady. Well, I mean, the whole family's got it.
Yeah, he's good too, the son, but I
Yeah.
think he parties a little too much. But Willow is amazing.
Number one might catch you a little bit of surprise, but Jared Leto, terrific actor, and I love 30 Seconds to Mars. I love that band.
Yeah,
I love it.
Right. So we were doing singing and acting. Okay.
Well, we're doing
I was looking for a triple threat, but
it could be dancing, singing. It could be dancing, acting. It could be dancing, acting. It could be any of that.
I love Jared Leto.
Like people in the past used to say Sinatra. Sinatra was not a good actor. He's put in movies because he was Sinatra. I couldn't put that on my list.
Yeah. And Madonna, I should have put Madonna.
Madonna is one of them that people like her acting.
I like it. She's like believable. That's all you can ask for. You don't like her in Later Than? Like, she's pretty good.
Yeah, she was all right. I'm just not a Madonna fan as a whole. But,
yeah.
But she was good in that.
I hear you. Yeah, I had a toss up with a couple because I'm like J-Lo. Like, she's not the best singer, but she has good song. I don't know.
I get you. It's not as easy as I thought. When I made the category, I'm like, it's going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah. No, you really had to think.
Yeah. Let's see how you thought. Hit us with 5.
Okay, so I
Hit
knew
us with 1.
Yeah, I knew this person was involved in like Broadway before and ballet because I used to have these like ballet workout videos and she would host. And I just grew up loving this woman and everything and Hocus Pocus and Sex in the City. But Sarah Jessica Parker is actor, dancer, and Broadway star. So that's number 5. Number 4. Now she is like prima ballerina, but Zoe Saldana. Wow, like. If you ever saw Center Stage, she's just amazing. And she credits that for getting her role in Avatar, for being so, graceful and agile. So I love her. And the top 3 are just legends in their own right. Need no explanation. But number 3 is Judy Garland.
Oh, that's terrific. That
rough
is
deal she got, but
that is terrific.
What a talent. I love Liza, but come on.
Yeah,
I love Judy.
Liza's not Judy.
Yeah. And Rufus Wainwright is doing like a tribute concert to Judy. I heard Somewhere Over the Rainbow for him. He's just all over the place now. I'm so happy about that because he's really become like household name, which he should be. Number 2, Sound of Music, Mary Poppins. I mean, come on. That's to be Julie Andrews. She's
man.
My all-time favorites.
Some you went with some classics. I love that.
I know. And I go to pick Joey up today. He's going to kill me. And Joey was taking a nap and Annie's on. And my dad comes out and I was like, you are watching this? And of course he knows every word because that's all me and my sisters watched. And he was talking about Grace. I forget her real name, but she was an amazing actress, dancer, Grace from Annie. She passed like last year, but I said Carol Burnett is my number 1. How can you top Carol Burnett? All-time favorite.
That is such a good one. And man, you were like kind of hesitant. Usually you get a little hesitant with your top 5s, but tonight you were hesitant and you came in and I think you kind of killed it. Like that's a great list. That's a great list. Wow. Like I didn't even know Sarah Jessica Parker did anything besides act. Like that's research and homework. Let's rehash. I think for the first time ever, I think Jewel won for the first time ever in 155 shows. So she's now 1 in 154. Mine, Jennifer Lopez at number 5. Number 4, Mark Wahlberg. Number 3, Elvis Presley. Number 2, Will Smith. Number 1, Jared Leto. Jewel came back with Sarah Jessica Parker, Zoe Saldana. And it's just a great top 3. Judy Garland, Julie Andrews, and Carol Burnett. Again, I never put the banner up, but anyway, it is top 5 multi-talented actors, actresses, performers. There we go. Top 5 multi-talented performers. Great to put it up there after the list is over, but just a tremendous job, Jewel. Outstanding.
You too. Good job.
Thank you. That was
a fun one.
It was a fun one. It was a tricky one. It was a fun one, but I loved your answers. I mean, your top 3, like I said, that's classic. Back in the day when people really did everything. Like there weren't, like I said, Sinatra. And, and somebody said great list, 72024. Not sure what that is, but they said great list. Thank you. Like
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But a great list indeed. Good work.
You know who else was, up there? But Elizabeth Moss apparently was studying ballet for years and years, and she thought she could do more with acting. From Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Boy, was she right. She directs like every new episode now. The new episode came out today. Are you up to date?
Really? No, I'm way off.
Okay.
So Phil Mang is also watching us on YouTube.
Oh,
Very
thank
cool.
you.
Hey, man.
We
Thanks for the double
appreciate you
there.
guys on YouTube.
We do. We do
Sure
love it
to
on
like and
YouTube.
subscribe.
Yes. Please like and subscribe. Go to YouTube. Check us out. We're a lot of fun on YouTube. I don't know why, but it just seems more fun. Okay. But yeah, great list. Like I was thinking about like two sport athletes, like Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders and stuff. And I'm like, it's not really a performer, and it's still just sports. Like I like singing, dancing, acting. Like it's a little bit of everything. To me, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that with Taylor at 8:30. Let's play some Taylor music because, of course, I got behind because I like to ramble. Go figure. And I will load this up for you. Oh, first I got to get rid of that one. Get rid of the St. Ricketts one. Look how nice that worked. And then we click here. Somebody told me today that I do this very well. I don't really believe that.
Was it Maddie Zima?
No, Maddie Zima. No, she just told me that I was the most handsome man ever. And that she can't wait to come on and actually see my face. None of that happened, of course, but I did have a nice little conversation with Maddie Zima. We had to reschedule her. We'll talk about that later in the program. But let's get to Taylor's music. This is Claire in the Moonlight. It's brand new. It just got released yesterday. That's how we do it here. Our stars are just out there and up and coming, all that good stuff. We're going to play it for you right here. Taylor owns the rights to this music, so it's not going to get banned like some of our past music, but enjoy it. Tonight's guest, Taylor McIntosh. This is his new single, Claire in the Moonlight, right here on the Yo Show, and we'll be right back.
Singing in the moonlight, the beauty couldn't even tell
What did I do there? Hang on 1 second there, folks. Coming back.
BetMGM
There we go.
Casino.
I think I might want to lose that.
Download.
Lord. Oh,
I shouldn't read this. Woo!
whew. One of these days I'll get the hang of it. That is our guest for this evening, Taylor McIntosh. Claire in the Moonlight, brand new song, came out yesterday on all the great sites, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. Great song. Very talented young man, Joel Tatum.
Oh my god, I love it. It definitely reminds me of like a Bourne's, Harry Styles kind of feel. I'm all for that chill summer vibes.
All right, very cool. I was going with kind of a, not really so much the voice, but the overall sound, kind of like a John Mayer.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of John Mayer, but
I know, yeah, I know enough John Mayer to make it think it's John Mayer.
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
All I know is he gets all the chicks. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, who loved him? Was that
Jennifer
Kano?
Aniston.
Was that
Yeah.
Kano? Well, yeah, everyone.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was Kano Morgan. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. I should send that video to John Mayer because she's cute, you know?
She's adorable.
She really is. She's a cutie pie. And like I said, she's been killing it. Seen some of her performances in the Shores and all, just awesome. So speaking of John Mayer and speaking of all the babes he gets, Jewel, I want to wish you a very happy National Sex Day.
Oh my god. I said no. I said keep it PG.
It is. It's just,
Jeez
I just said the
Louise.
word. I just said the word. I didn't do anything dirty. You can say that word. You're allowed to say that word on TV. On regular TV, daytime TV.
All right.
Sweet Jesus. Keep it PG, she says, on
Should
National
save that one
Sex
for later.
I got you. Well, we'll rehash it in an hour. But yesterday was National Best Friends Day.
Oh.
You know what else it is this week? Dude, when you get into the days and weeks that people celebrate, it's National Appreciate Grave Sites Week. Graveyards Week. National Appreciate Graveyards Week.
Appreciate it?
Hey, beats the living hell out of me.
What is the one where they have the graves in the wall? Is that a mausoleum? It's not a crypt, right?
I believe mausoleum. I think you're right.
Okay, because there's this TikToker. Oh, what's his name? It's like Steven something. Steven Security something 754. And he works security at a mausoleum, if that's what it. Oh, my power's flickering. We have a bad storm.
Oh no.
I hope I don't lose you guys. Oh,
I hope
man,
I
that's
don't
no
lose those
good.
guys either. Especially when I
but
forgot to put the battery back up on my sump pump. So if we get a power outage, it's gonna be a busy night.
Well, I guess I might have my laptop for a little bit, but that might die.
All right, but I'm on the main computer, so if we lose this, we lose everything.
Okay.
So, Taylor, if by chance we disappear, you know what happened. Oh, before Taylor comes on, which
Yes.
is supposed to be a few minutes away, we always got to do the reminder. I got to keep reminding people because I always hear, like, if you don't remind them, they'll forget. And if they come once and don't see you, they'll go away. Starting June 29th, some summertime hours here on the Yo Show. Summertime, starting June 29th, the Yo Show will move to Tuesday nights. Same time, same outstanding, award-winning, record-setting material. Same gorgeous host and hostess. But on a different day, Tuesday, until the end of August, and we'll come back to Wednesdays. But starting June 29th, we do have an episode scheduled. We'll talk about that later. We moved to Tuesday nights on June 29th. And on Wednesdays, I'm going to load up on my page on Stoop Radio Network the best of the Yo Show. We're going to show some of our favorites. Episodes featuring the greats like Rachel Green and Brianna Dale and Sherry Nelson and Jennifer Taylor and
Blake Lewis.
Blake Lewis is another great one. So we got a lot of great episodes. And I was thinking just running one a day, but that'll be over before you know it. So maybe we'll do a couple each day. We'll start at maybe like 6 o'clock and run for a couple of hours. Just to remind you, just keep them fresh in your brain and have you check them out. The Best of the O Show Wednesday nights throughout the summer. Oh, they're not history, buddy. We got them. We got them, Phil.
Yeah, and you should know, Phil, if you're on our page over there on YouTube, they're all right there for your viewing
right
pleasure.
There. Always, and there's some great ones. Yeah, Blake Lewis was my birthday a couple years ago, and if you check out that episode, you also watch Jeff get a virtual pole dance courtesy of Emily Cipriano. Yeah.
That was last year. That wasn't a couple years ago. I know it feels like a couple years, but
it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
No, that was last year.
Last year, right? Because we were doing video. Man, God, wow.
I know.
It feels like a very good eternity, but a good eternity.
I'm telling you.
Man.
Yikes.
The things that we do here on the O Show.
What?
What's I going to say? It was some good. Oh, of course. I want to thank you again, the awesome team at Jessica Katz Public Relations, Jessica, Melanie DuPont. They brought us Taylor. They bring us a lot of great guests. They got a nice stable. We also got back in with Beatrice Kimmel and her great people. We're going to have some of them coming on in the near future as well. So we got great PR people that do great stuff with us. They bring us great entertainers. And speaking of great entertainers, the moment you all waited for, ladies and gentlemen, an awesome, very talented young man, singer, songwriter, actor, dancer. He's probably a chef. He probably cooks too, I'm sure. I don't think there's anything this guy can't do. He's probably good at all the sports. You name it, he's great. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight, Mr. Taylor McIntosh. All right.
Hey.
That introduction, wow.
Yeah, man. Well, we feel it. We feel the energy. And I love what I see on your social media. Love the song. We just played Claire on the Moonlight. Great song. And I've been listening to a lot of your stuff. Loving it so far. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And I'm really glad you like the song.
Love it. I got it sent yesterday from Melanie and the group over at Jessica Katz and the public relations team.
Yeah.
And she said, you got to check this song out. And right away, I'm like, yes, this is perfect material. Jewel loves it. And, we're blessed. We get such great talent on here, much like yourself. So thanks for taking time. And ask you some questions, get to know you, let our audience get to know you. Let's talk right off the bat about the new song, Claire and Moonlight. Tell us a little something about what it's about.
Yeah. Claire and the Moonlight was a really interesting one for me to write because I'm a big classical fan. Awesome. I grew up listening to classical music because I learned how to play the piano when I was younger. And anyone who plays an instrument of that, I guess, degree learns classical music. And my favorite, basically my family's favorite song is Claire de Lune, which is really famous. Yes. And I don't know why. I just had this idea to somehow incorporate Claire de Lune into a song. And I didn't know how I was going to do it at first. And to be honest, at first it was more like maybe just like an intro. Maybe it's just the music melody. And then it kind of hit me. And I was like, it should be a love song about a girl named Claire. And then incorporate Claire de Lune into that. And that's kind of where like the inspiration started.
That's pretty cool.
It's funny too. The sky with diamonds.
Every time I went to YouTube Music, that's the easiest way to get it on our show. Every time I went to YouTube Music and typed in Claire de Lune was always the first thing that came up. So I checked that out as well before.
That's perfect.
Who are some of your other influences? Do you obviously listen to today's music? Who else do you draw inspiration from?
Yeah. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of John Mayer. John Mayer. Yeah.
I said it's very John Mayer-esque. I love it.
And I said Harry Styles / Bourne, so it's a very nice blend. But
I do love Harry Styles. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Harry Styles. I think From the Dining Room Table is just one of the best songs that I've heard in a long time. So Harry's killing it. I think some of my biggest influences, which is kind of a weird one, is Bob Marley.
Wow, very cool.
And that happened this year. My dad told me to listen to his Legends album, and I just got hooked because even though it's reggae, it's just the songwriting there is the exact same as all the greats. It's incredible. Like, I don't know how you listen to someone like Bob and you're just not inspired all the time. At least for me, I get really inspired. And I guess another one is most recently, I started listening to this band out of Utah called the Backseat Lovers, and I've just been in awe of their music. It's so like they're just pushing the boundaries, and that's what I think it's about. If you can push the boundaries, then you have a future.
I like that. I wrote it down. I'm going to check them out after the show because I love learning. I do. I love learning new artists, and that's what we love doing here. Very musical-esque family. Your dad was a singer, and apparently from what I read, he didn't sing lullabies to bed. He sang his music to you. So how did your dad first get you into music? When did he discover, or you discovered that this was your niche?
What's funny about that is I didn't like music very much growing up, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I was very much a sports kid because my brothers were all in sports. I mean, all my brothers played college sports. So that's just what I thought my future was going to be growing up. I was learning how to play the piano, but I was never that interested in it. And then I hit the age as I got older and maybe around 16. And for some reason, I just one night had the urge to like try and write a song. And maybe it's just from listening to my dad all the time. Maybe it's from seeing him write songs and it just pushed me to do that. But I just ended up writing that night. And after that, I just became obsessed. Like I started writing every night from then on.
That's wild. Awesome. It's like subconsciously he was programming you to love it. And
yes.
He just,
maybe I was like his robot or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So where does your dance background come in? Because, I mean, you're like world-known break dancer, so that's insane. So did you always like dancing?
Yeah, that one's got to come from my mom's for sure. My mom is a professional dancer. She danced professionally with Denver Broncos and the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, wow.
And she's always said that growing up, she just wanted me to be able to move, just be able to groove so that I never felt uncomfortable in that sort of situation. And
that's a good mom.
Yeah. Now, I'm at a dance with a girl or something. I'm not just like in the corner like, you're killing it.
That's me. Yeah. I'm that side to side kind of guy.
No, look at you. You got some moves. I see it. You pull them out. You're like,
You just never see it on the show.
Yeah. And when I was younger, I just remember just being like in the kitchen and being like, Mom, teach me how to moonwalk. Mom, teach me how to moonwalk. And she's sitting there trying to teach me how to moonwalk, and I'm trying to learn. And that's kind of just how it started. And when I got into breakdancing, that was just my mom looking online and found some breakdancing. It was like, hey, you want to try this? And I was like, yeah, I want to try to breakdance. That'd be sick. I'll do it. And
wow. So no formal dancing lessons, like no ballet or anything?
No, I never took.
Wow.
I mean, I took like one class, but that was specifically to get on the breakdancing team, and you had to.
Okay.
So, but I never really learned how to do any of the classical stuff.
I mean, a lot of football players take ballet at least a couple times. Just the strength you need to have just to do those moves are unbelievable. But
yeah, and the really agility.
Cool. You're just a natural at everything. That's amazing.
So he's into music. We said sounds a little like John Mayer, and then you're into sports. You look a little bit like Trevor Lawrence. Got that Trevor Lawrence look going on there with the hair and all that.
And Trevor's killing it.
He really is. Yeah, I thought big things for him. I really root for that guy. He's a good kid. So you went in, you did some breakdance competitions. You're on NBC's World of Dance, like big stage. What makes you more nervous? Singing, dancing? You also do some acting. What's like the toughest, and what's your favorite? Like, what do you like to do the most?
I think acting auditions are by far the most nerve-wracking. They're just grueling. It's like you when you're headed to that audition, you really get nervous, especially because you're going into a room with people. There's not a lot. It's you usually one-on-one, and it's very judgmental space. They want to find that person, and they're going to judge you. While dancing is super easy because I've always been doing it with more than one person around me, and so it's like a support that way.
Okay, that's cool.
There's not a lot of nerves, but music is surprisingly, I don't get that nervous. I think it's because when you're performing, people don't want to see you fail while you're performing. They want to see you succeed. So I kind of always have that in the back of my head.
I like that. That's great.
What's your favorite story performing, or what's your best experience? Where were you, and how was that?
I was at my house. It was for a party. It was like a music video. We were making a music video, and it was like the premiere. And before we premiered it, I performed a song by The Cure called "Boys Don't Cry."
Great song.
It's a great song, and I did a more acoustic, slow version, and I was kind of nervous, and I didn't know if I was doing that good. But at the end, I had like a massive applause, and everyone afterwards was talking about it, and like, wow, that was really good and amazing. And I think that was really nice because it helped give me that confidence. Like, yeah, I can do this. I definitely can do this.
Totally. It's amazing.
It's really cool. Some of your other songs that I checked out, some real good ones. Sorry on Your Deathbed, Money Comes Easy. Doing a song with Richie Sambora. That's massive. I've always been a huge Bon Jovi fan, big fan of Richie. How's that experience? And what's it like sharing a song with a well-known legend like that?
I mean, it's just an honor. Just playing out, it's an honor. And it's really a dream come true because he's just so amazing. And I didn't get to be in the same room as him, but just sending it over and having him do his magic on the track really just gave it that extra oomph that we were looking for. And Richie is just it's like a kid's fantasy, to look up and see Richie Sambora and
Sure.
his guitar, especially as a guitarist myself. I just have a lot of respect for the man. So it was really just an incredible experience.
Now, how do you go about being a teenager walking into school and all that, and after doing a song with like Richie Sambora, like, no big deal, like another day at on the job?
Well, I haven't been to real school since middle school, so I actually don't know what that's like. I do online school, which has made it a lot easier for me to work on the things I want to work on, such as being able to make a song with Richie Sambora.
Yeah.
That might be hard if I was going to school every day. So, yeah.
Do you get to do social activities? I saw you had your prom. Your prom was recently, right?
Yeah, great pictures too.
Oh, thank you.
Was that fun? And do you get to socialize as much as, a teen would your age now that things are opening back up somewhat?
Yeah, I'd like to think I do. I'm kind of a mixed like introvert social personality where I have a social limit, I think. So I kind of like having my own downtime. But I mean, our prom, even though it's like a fake prom, we didn't really get to go to a dance, but we made the most of it, and it was super fun. So much socializing, and I play a lot of video games, so I have a lot of friends online, and it kind of feels like the same thing as like being in the same room as some of my friends. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Unlike some kids might, but I've personally been really really good with it. So
yeah. So I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So I guess the pandemic didn't affect you creatively because you're coming out with all this great new music. Did you find anything new about yourself in that downtime, or was it just same as any old day?
I found a lot about myself because this was the time where I've really been trying to progress songwriting and getting better because I've had so much downtime. I've been at home, and when you're stuck at home, it's a great place to just, grind out as many songs as you can. So I'm constantly just trying to write. And it's been it's actually been better in a way. Like in some ways it's been better for me and my family because we've grown closer, and I've been able to write with my dad as well, which is pretty cool because it's like a family little thing. And I've been writing with my sister. So I think it's been maybe better, dare I say.
That's good. You have to take the bright sides that come with, being locked down. And your sister is a musician as well?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's super talented.
We're going to see one of these days a family album. I certainly hope so. That'd be pretty good. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe one day.
But it's great though, because we asked pretty much everyone that's come on the show since the pandemic how it's affected them. And some people say, be honest, I kind of went into a shell. And some people say, tell you the truth, I broke out and did even more stuff. So 50-50. Seems like the younger generation has gotten more into keeping active, where the more senior circuit's been like, I took time to just relax and take a little time off. So it's good that you keep moving.
Yeah.
Also, acting is in there as well. Couple films, Hollow Me. Do you know what it's like? How'd you get into acting on top of all this? Was it kind of something that stemmed from one another, or you had to just keep pursuing everything individually?
I think as a little kid growing up, you watch movies and you think that would be awesome to be in a movie. Yeah. I think we all kind of have that dream at one point where you kind of look up and you're like, man, I want to be in a movie. That'd be so cool. So I think I've always had that. And I'm just very blessed to have very supporting parents where if I ask a question like, hey, I'm kind of interested in this, they were supportive and then like, yeah, we'll look into it for you and we'll try to help you find that path. So for me, that's where it started. I didn't know it would get as big as it did because I just started with like little plays. You know, I was Robin Hood and I was like 8 years old and I was just like, oh guys, this is your line. I remember all the lines. So to branch out from that and to get into like, you know, on-screen acting, I don't know if I ever thought that was going to happen, but, you know, I just kind of rolled with it. And that's kind of been the way I've looked at it is, you know, just follow your excitement and just go with the flow because it's usually going to pan out better than you think.
Absolutely. You remind me so much of one of our favorite, he's part of the family here, but Brandon Messon, he's just got such a positive outlook. He's a very talented artist. Yeah. So what would be your dream to blend all of your talents into one day, maybe dance and sing in a movie, or like what's the ultimate goal?
Ultimate goal, I tell people this. I think for me, my biggest goal, it's to get to the Grammys, win a Grammy, and then buy a piece of land in Scotland that's like 1 foot and be called legally a lord.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot for the stars, man. I like it a lot. I really do.
No, I think music is my deep down passion. Like I love acting, I love dancing, but like I'm obsessed with music and I feel like it's a need. So for me, the Grammys is that I feel like you need to shoot for something really big and specific to like push yourself there. And for me, it's the Grammys right now.
Wow. Hey, why not? Like I said, the music is great. And the thing I love, and it takes us actually sitting and talking to you to get to learn it, but your delivery is excellent, great intelligence, your voice is strong, you got a confident presence about yourself, which is, it's pretty amazing. I know it might sound humbling to hear it, but I mean, I just love the way you deliver and speak about yourself. Let's do all three. Dancing, singing, and acting. The one person you want to work with the most, your biggest dream person to work with on each of those stages.
Okay. Acting wise, that's a really hard one. I would love to work with Guy Ritchie.
Oh.
Guy Ritchie. I got into Guy Ritchie movies over this quarantine, and he is now my favorite director. The Gentleman has become me and my dad's favorite movie. My dad's probably watched it at least 60 times. He just has it on repeat at the house. I'm not joking. It's not an understatement. So Guy Ritchie is he's my acting like person I want to work with.
Awesome.
Music wise, I'd have to say, I think Justin Bieber would be awesome to work with. He is killing it right now too. Like he is just so talented. So I think it'd be really cool to work with him, especially because I think my sound could be a little different, which would be really cool to incorporate with some of his sound.
I had no idea that was his song, The Peaches, because it's #1 on all the radio stations. I had no idea that was Justin Bieber, but that shows you his versatility, you know, like he's just all over the board and can work with anyone. And I think you would be the same way. So yeah, excellent choice.
Oh, thank you. That's a great song. I listen to that song all the time when I'm driving. That's just a great driving song.
How can you miss it? It's all
Dancing wise, oh my gosh, that's a really hard one. I'll probably go with the breaking community. I would say I would love to work with Hong Ten. You probably don't know who Hong Ten is, but he's one of the best break dancers of all time. And to be able to work with him would be a dream come true.
Wow. I caught that Netflix special. It's called Soundtrack, but it's all these great like dancers. Well, they lip sync during every episode, but it's a pretty cool story. But Jenna Dewan's in it because I was thinking of like great dancers. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember Step Up.
Yeah.
Well before your time at Breaking and Breaking 2. That was like my age.
It was your time.
Yeah, it was my time by far. But, you know, still good movies in their time. Maybe like a remake of that. You're acting, you break dance. Mm-hmm. Maybe remake some of the classic breakdancing movies. I think people would really dig that.
That would be awesome. I'm down. Someone hire me, okay? Someone hire me for that movie right now.
It's being made right now.
I know, right? There's somebody stealing our idea as we speak, so maybe we should.
Yeah, you got to get that CC'd real quick so they can't steal it.
I know, yeah. We've been down that road before. So what's next? And really, when I say what's next, how do you budget it too? Like, do you have a lot of times for each, or you just like, okay, here's a song, we start jotting this down. Like, how do you size it all up, and what are the next projects coming up for you in the near future?
Yeah. I most of the songs I release I wrote a long time ago, which is funny. It's because it takes a while to get it produced, especially because I try to do a lot of the producing as well as give it out to get some creative input. And it's hard because I write so much, I kind of get stuck with like what to go with sometimes. I'm like, I have too many songs right now. But I think I'm really focused on building up my fan base, number one. I think that's most important. I really want to connect and build a community with people and have us all really be connected and understand and, just sharing music. As well as I need to get out and start performing live. That's what I want to do. I want to start performing live. I want to get out there and start getting some entertainment in.
Yeah. Is there opportunities around in your area right now? Like, is stuff opening up, and is everything all
it's just starting to open up, which is perfect. So as it starts opening up, I think we're going to start getting a lot more live music. And I live in Vegas, so I think it's going to be not too hard to find places to perform.
Sure, yeah.
National anthem at the Raiders game, one of these times. That's they're in Vegas.
Yeah, maybe get in that stadium, that brand new stadium out there.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a giant.
It's crazy. I'm amazed how Eagles fans have tickets already to go see the Eagles out there. Like, people got that money like that. I know. Eagles fans travel. We travel strong here in Philadelphia. But it's all just, it sounds so great. So being in Vegas, do you find more opportunity, or is it harder work because there's a lot of entertainers out there?
It's a bit of both. It gives you more opportunities, but because there's more performers, that's like more competition in a way. Or it's just, they're getting the jobs you want to get. So it's a bit of both.
Yeah. Is there anywhere like you wouldn't play? Like, are you like against any sort of establishment? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like Vegas and the different venues they have.
I don't know if there's a venue I'm against. Maybe like a strip club. I don't know if I'm a strip club right now, to be honest, at least performing. But
only if Justin Bieber was with you.
Yeah.
If Justin Bieber's with me, I might let it slide. I might be like, hey, we could do it.
Yeah.
I actually saw it. It sounds kind of weird, but I actually saw back in the day a band, friends of mine, they played at a strip club, and I swear to God, probably about 70 times I heard, "Can you guys sit down?" Like they were there watching the girls dance. They really didn't care much about the band. I felt bad for the guys. They actually did a good job, but I can see that not being your thing. Have you ever been out to our section, East Coast, or mostly just stay out west?
I've been to the closest I've been to the East Coast is I've been to New York once.
Oh, okay.
Which was awesome. New York is just beautiful, and it's a great place. And I'm a big I really like watching plays and stuff, and my family's always been like that. So I got to see Broadway for the first time, which is just, pinnacle of stage talent right there. And getting to watch that was incredible, as well as just walking around and seeing Times Square and all the lights, and just getting to live in that area was really nice.
Yeah, it's quite a scene. It's Philly is got some nice historic, but New York is definitely where it's at as far as the action. As far as the East Coast is concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you have a guy.
I was literally scratching my head. I didn't have a question.
Have you ever been to Jersey?
Yeah, live.
Yeah.
Jersey's very close. It's like night and day, Philly and Jersey, but yeah, it's right around the corner. They're neighbors, but we don't act like it.
You don't associate. You're like,
not as much as we should.
We have a love-hate relationship with Jersey, but we all end up going there on the weekends to the beach and all. It can be very nice.
Yeah, because my producer Tom's from Jersey,
and
awesome. He knows, and Richie's from Jersey, so he knows Richie, and they all grew up together. So it's kind of like that inner circle.
Oh wow,
yeah. He's you got again a producer who's done Grammy work, and Richie Sambora. So you definitely got like the right connections to get yourself on the right track, which I love because I think it's worth it. Because I think you're super talented. The one thing I keep asking a lot of independent performers, number one, obviously a lot of them are doing their own music and putting out on their own. Number 2, albums seem to be kind of a thing of the past. Are you concerned about putting everything into an album, or do you like the one single at a time and let everybody get a taste and fall in love with each individual song?
Yeah, I think I look at it as right now, it seems like one at a time just is more efficient. But I'm also someone who really loves albums and really trying, like, I don't know if I'm into as much the singles albums, where it's just song, song, song. I think it'd be cool to finally start bringing back albums that are more cohesive, like Pink Floyd or someone like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's my dream, because I'm a vinyl guy. I go back to the classics. I still got CDs, and I got a ton of music on my library, including Claire in the Moonlight. That's in there now. But I do like albums and albums with a flow. And I think, like I said, a guy like you, young enough, smart enough, talented enough, I think you piece it together and start a new wave.
Yeah, and on the topic of vinyl, I also heard that like apparently vinyl is like the best way to listen to music, is what I've been hearing. Like it's the closest you get to the live mix that the engineer was listening to. So I just learned about that recently, actually.
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's why I got back into vinyl. I don't have this super high-tech record player, but it's a really nice one that does a lot of features. It's more modern, but there's just something about the crackle in there that sound is just like, it just pops. It's perfect.
You'd love my sister's room then, because she has a big vinyl collection of just like Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
I mean, I gave her some ELO because ELO is one of my favorite bands, and she's got so many bands because she's a big. You should talk to her. It's so funny. She is like the pinnacle of like, she's like the all-time premier Queen fan. Like she just loves Queen. Wow. And she knows so much about Queen and so much about Freddie Mercury. It is hilarious.
You can let her know that the guy that interviewed you cried at the end of Bohemian Rhapsody. Knowing the ending, knowing the story, cried at the end.
Still, I'm going to tell her. I'm going to say,
my wife doesn't believe it.
Jeff the Shark was crying.
She said, I'm a little goldfish when I cry. Even my wife was like, what are you crying about? You know the story. I'm like, yeah, but Freddie's gone. Like,
it is so exciting, though, because one of our favorite Philly bands that we've had on, she's Philly, and now she's a California transplant, but she just put out a vinyl album, and I have to grab it, because if I just listen to my favorite songs on vinyl, like, I feel like my life would be complete.
Yeah, that's really cool she did that, because I don't really think you see that as much anymore. Putting that out on vinyl. That's something I want to do one day, hopefully.
We like authentic artists here.
Exactly. And when it comes out on vinyl, I want you to remember your good friends here at the Yo Show. Yeah. Because we would absolutely love to invite you back when more songs start hitting and more acting in a whole 9 yards. I mean, obviously, we tell everybody we'd like to have them out in PA, but people's schedules work a different way. But if you get time, we'd like to, talk to your group and bring you back. What do you think? Anytime.
Just let me know. I'm always ready. I love doing this, so I'm ready whenever.
You're natural. You really are, dude. You talk so good.
You're too kind, Jeff.
I'm honest. I really like what I hear. Like I said, your delivery right off the bat, I'm like, hey, this guy's got it going on. You can find out a lot more about Taylor. Obviously, check out his Instagram, Taylor D. McIntosh on Instagram. The new single, it's out. It's Claire in the Moonlight. It came out yesterday. We played it here. It's fantastic. You can find it on all the big sources, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you check out Taylor on TikTok. He's all over social media. Great young man, super talented, and well worth checking out. Taylor, thank you so much, man, for coming on. This has been fantastic. We had a blast. That half hour flew by, man, like a rocket.
Quick. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. It was really nice to meet both of you. Thank you for all the kind words. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, man. So we see big things from you. We can't wait to talk to you again and follow the music. And like I said, my wife starts to fall in love. And I get in the car and I pretty much got a Yo Show list. And she's like, what's this? Who's this? And next thing you know, she's turning it up. Next thing you know, she's downloading it. Yep. So it builds from there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Taylor, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk soon.
We'll talk soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Taylor McIntosh, ladies and gentlemen, Jewel, I got to tell you, a terrific young man, a great interview. I loved it. I really do. He's a young kid that just gets it. You know what I mean? He gets every aspect of it.
Every aspect and every avenue you can possibly go down. I mean, just the biggest stars I see.
I know, right? I see big things for him. And like I said, the song "Claire in the Moonlight," we played it here earlier. It's a terrific song, man. It sounds like a longtime veteran artist kind of song. Like it sounds like a real pro song. Like I said, we compared it to John Mayer and many of the others. So we compared it to a lot of people, and I love it.
Yeah, and he said Bob Marley. I totally got like the summer vibe. So I'm feeling it, and I know everyone else that heard it tonight will love it too.
Totally agree. Let's say hello to some people. My man James Cox from When Words Fail, Music Speaks. James, I know you're a music man. Make sure you check out Taylor McIntosh, our guest for this evening. And if you need some connections, I'll get you his PR firm. He's well worth it. Great kid, great music. I want to wish very well wishes and a happy return home to our man Brian Snow from Snowman in the Morning. I know Brian spent some time in the hospital. It's good to see you home.
Oh, no.
It's good to hear that you're better and getting into it.
Yes.
I don't like the fact you picked the Hawks over the Sixers, but I still love you, man. And sports break us apart a little bit, but not that much. So Brian, welcome home. Snowman in the Morning. When Words Fail, Music Speaks. You can find all these great podcasts and webcasts. Go to YouTube and find these guys, Facebook, Instagram. Look up these shows. A lot of great talent out there as well as our show. We thank you guys for watching us. We watch you, and that's how the community builds. And then you meet great people like Taylor, and we just, boom, we entertain.
Yes. Do that all on our show here. It's crazy. Every Wednesday, I'm just blown away. I really am. Even when it's just me and you.
Right. I mean, even when we don't have guests, like, it's a big love fest, which I love. And like I've always said, when I got into, excuse me, oh, Jesus, when I got into podcasting in the beginning, I didn't know much about it. I was thrown to the wolves. I did it off my phone for a guy who'd been doing it for years. And I always thought everybody's after each other. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to be heard. But then as it grew and I took over the show and then Jewel came aboard and the way people received her and the way people started receiving me and us as a team, and you realize it is a community. People want more independent performers, independent shows and all that to learn different aspects. Just because it's not on major network television doesn't mean that a lot of these people don't have great things to say, Joel.
That's really true because when we first started, I'm like, I'm not listening to anyone. No, I don't want to be influenced by them. So they think that I'm like stealing the way they do things. But two, I didn't want to be like intimidated by other, there's a million podcasters and, they might look better or sound better or talk better. Like I know they're all better, but no one can do it the way we do it because we do have something unique here. And I like how we do things and it just makes me happy. So I didn't want to be influenced in the beginning, but after like we got introduced to some of our best friend podcasters, I was so happy just the way they welcomed us and we did become like part of the community and I wanted to listen to more and then I wasn't so afraid. I'm like, I can just be myself every week. I always say I don't have the voice for this. We have thick Philly accents and I don't know, I'm not the best public speaker at all. But it just brings me joy. And I just want to share what I know because I know we have some fantastic talent, locally. And then our great PR people bring us amazing talent. So I think that needs to be heard. And if I have to sit here and be embarrassed every week, then I'll do it because it's for everyone to love. And I think that's what keeps me going.
That's a magic moment with Jewel Tatey. Wow, getting it off your chest. But I know, right? And
then I get signs like this during my interview, and my heart melts. I'm like, oh, how sweet is that?
The amazing Joey, ladies and gentlemen. Snowman does pick up on the Eagles. Thanks, dude. See, you made back in the good graces. Podcast for the people, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Miss Stephanie Portolato. Stephanie.
People like you.
People like you. Exactly. You make it worthwhile coming in every week, and we love you for it. And Stephanie just got back from your place, Joel, Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh,
a little travel.
About it.
Well, let's bring her in. No, I couldn't do that.
I swear. I ain't going to say it.
Wow. Your show is great. I think y'all are doing great. It's okay to be different. Thanks, dude. Very much. I love it. James, really cool. And, you're musically inspired on your program. We talk a lot about the guests that we keep prodding for and we just don't give up. That's another lesson we'll teach everybody. Don't give up. Keep trying for them guests. You never know who you're going to get. And of course, we got to pay homage to the greats, Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. We love you guys. You guys put me in this place and taught me the ways, and I ran with it from there. So thank you to you guys and some of the people that we met, Maria Daniels and Tina Marie Trimpert, of course, and Zach Wiseman, James, Brian. All you out there, man, you know who you are. You check out our show, and we check out yours. So thanks. Roy, thank you very much. Stephanie said it was an amazing trip. I hear great things about Nashville. I think I'm the last person on earth that has not been to Nashville.
I'm telling you, my sister hasn't gone, and I'm like, we need to go. But now I know how to prepare because I wasn't prepared for that much drinking. Like, I know there was going to be drinking involved, but I wasn't prepared for that much. Like, I actually drunk myself out. And not because I was drunk. It's just because I physically could not drink anymore. And this is probably a good segue to our one topic, but I need to know your favorite spot, Stephanie.
Yeah, usually it's a small delay. So when she says it,
I remember the one, and I don't know why I ordered a round of Paps, but I'm like, I cannot drink this. I cannot drink this beer. It was very warm, and I don't know. But yeah, that's some party hardy.
There's not much good about Pats. We'll break into that segue there since you did it, and I love it because you know more about this than me. You sent this to me, and I read the review 1,000 times, and I laughed.
That's a real review.
Should we wait, or you want to do it now?
I don't know. Should we?
We can wait. We can do Let's Argue in the meanwhile, if you'd like.
Do we have enough people for Let's Argue?
Oh, yeah, there's always enough people. Well, you got to keep in mind they watch anyway. Old Red is a lot of fun. Honky Tonk is also good. Definitely need to detox for a week. Wow. I thought you were going away like next week. Again. Like, what are you doing to yourself?
I don't think I went in Old Red. Maybe I did. Maybe it was the first floor bar. Yeah, I told you what Nashville does. They did pre-COVID. They sent a waitress around with buckets for the performers for the tips. But they want you to tip like all the time. And the drinks can be very expensive or very cheap. Like the bar, one door down could be like $12 drink. The bar next to it could be like a $4 drink. But the tip buckets always go around. Like it's such a money pit.
Oh my
God. I guess they know what they're doing.
It's kind of like a strip club, I guess. We're always coming around for those dollars. So I heard. So
my sister's going to be there next week.
You went from Nashville to Ocean City, Maryland. You're going to be detoxing for a month.
Yeah, the air show's there next week. Why? What's this green shirt? I love it.
Miss Joey, ladies and gentlemen, actually tuning in a little bit late tonight, but she's here with us. Hello. She had a nice little note.
And make sure you subscribe to this channel. And make sure you hit that like button and make the subscription button gray and
ring that bell.
And ring that bell. And if you don't if you don't do that right now I will steal all your Pringles and chips. And if you do that, I will give you one of my free poppets.
Okay.
Wow.
Puppet trading is in full
Free
effect.
puppet trading is in
I
full
showed off your
effect.
sign. Everyone loves it. You know what's crazy?
If you subscribe to our page, you get to see a great video of a little girl singing, I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh, yeah. I want to hold your hand.
But
you can't sing it. You can't sing it right now. So
yeah, can't sing it right now. Can't sing it right now, apparently.
But you see how she's wearing green? She has blue eyes.
Yeah.
When she wears green, her eyes turn green. Isn't that crazy?
I do hear that happens. It's hard to tell. Like people think my beard is colored in and black. No, it's definitely gray. So like colors, the further colors aren't really explicit. But I guess you get a little bit of it if you look real close.
And that's wild. I mean, her eyes definitely changed from green to blue, but mostly she has to be wearing
first
green.
of all, that's not true. When my eyes hit the light, they turn green.
Turn yellow. I used to think my eyes could turn yellow. They can't.
Apparently, nobody's ever seen Jewel on a Saturday night around 1:00 in the morning. Those eyes do turn yellow.
You know what? Yeah.
I love you, dude. And getting back to the podcasting thing, which
Yes.
I forgot, and I hate to forget, but me and Jewel met as strangers, and we've become tight, kind of like family. You know, I love her, she loves me, vice versa, and like this bond that we do anything for each other. When she's down, I'm down. When she's happy, I'm happy. All that good stuff. And like I said, my wife, my family, we love you and your family. So, hey, man, like I said, go out and try it. You never know what you might get.
Just try it.
A lot of people are tuning in, so let's argue. And I also think
Okay.
they want to see me rant. I'm starting to think people really want to see me rant and go nuts, which I probably won't do. Anyway,
Okay.
tonight, our argument is the good old-fashioned ice cream truck. The ice cream truck comes with a bunch of treats. Somebody said we did this before. We did not do this one before. We did ice cream. We didn't do this one. Anyway, the ice cream man with a great list of ice cream treats: SpongeBob, Chocolate Taco, Strawberry Shortcake, Snow Cone, Firecracker, Push-Up Pops, Ice Cream Sandwich, King Cone,
Right.
Chipwood Screwball, Drumstick, Powerpuff Girls, Creamsicle, Chocolate Eclair, Fudge Pop. I left a couple out that people did not vote for. Phil wants me to. We're going to be ranting shortly.
They all look good.
They do. Oh, God. Especially it's so hot out.
I
For
know.
me, I'm ice cream sandwich. I know it's boring, but I love ice cream sandwich.
Joey picks Bubbles.
She picks Bubbles. Where's Bubbles?
Oh, the Powerpuff Girl.
Oh, Power. Oh, okay.
That's
sorry.
her name.
That's the first vote for Powerpuff Girl. Joe, what is your pick?
So I thought about it, and damn,
These
I
are
mean,
making me hungry.
I love
Yeah, they're
the
making me very hungry. Especially the Eclair and Strawberry Shortcake each have a plate out.
yeah. Like they usually are my go-to, or the creamsicle, or the drumstick. But
So
I
you-
guess I'll have to go with the drumstick because it has everything.
Drumstick is also a goodie. It was very close. Everybody was very close on the
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not drumstick. I thought that was a drumstick.
King Cone.
Yeah, it has a different name.
Yeah, some people said that some of them are called other things on other trucks.
See that I thought that was a drumstick, but apparently I'm wrong. I don't know. It's the same thing. I just don't really like the chocolate coating all that much.
Oh, Evan Horn, we're gonna get to Ben Simmons shortly. You hang tough. And I'm not here saying I'm right about Ben Simmons, but I think it's time to get. We'll say it in a minute. Firecracker, and everything else. I agree, Phil.
What about the banana chocolate bomb pop? That's not on there.
That is not. There's some that aren't on. I just killed a fly who was on his last leg. He's now dead. Might have been Jeff Goldblum. Gotta watch what you do. So wrong on Ben Simmons, buddy. I know you're gonna hear what I'm so wrong about. And like I said, I'm gonna get a lot of hell for it, but so be it. All right, let's get back to Let's Argue in the first selection with 3 votes, Fudge Pop. I despise Fudge Pop. It's just a big icy blob of imitation
Non-chocolate.
fudge at that.
I
Right?
know. My sister always gets them. I'm like, ew. She's like, well, they have the least amount of calories. I'm like, yeah, because they're tasteless.
Steph Bertolotto, you're going to see something here tonight on Let's Argue you've never seen before. So hold tight right there. Because next, well, no, it's not yet, but anyway. But next is Snow Cone. And okay, but Snow Cone is like ice. Like I like
It's just
substance.
ice.
Right, it's not food. It's just
Right.
ice with coloring. It always hurt my teeth. My brother picked Snow Cone. But we did have Snow Cone a lot as a kid, but it wasn't my favorite.
You're not supposed to chomp on teeth. On ice. It's bad for your enamel.
When
I
you're
did get
5.
I got that snow whitening.
Yeah?
I'm excited. I want to see how well it works.
I thought you put it on. I was going to say it looks good.
Really? Oh, thanks. Well, I'm working on it.
Next up, we have the Firecracker. Again, ones that don't have any kind of sweet flavor to me aren't really. Like, it's just like coloring and
Right.
ice.
If I had my way, I would have like a gelati with the ice cream and the water ice.
I
It's
like
like the
the
perfect
gelati.
balance. Yes.
Yeah. It's like the only thing I like from Rita's. I don't like Rita's.
Me
but I
neither.
love it. No,
Oh
I
my
hate
god.
Rita's.
We agree on something?
I know. Never. It might be time to cancel the show. We're not supposed to agree on anything. Oh my god, we got to edit. That's why people edit. for big goofs like this.
Right.
Steph, I did this for people because so many people requested it. And for the first time ever, a write-in vote for the WWE/WWF wrestling bars.
Are they wrestlers?
Yeah, they have like the wrestler's like picture on it, and it's like a cookie with like ice cream in the middle on
Yeah.
the stick. They were so popular. I
They're
like them.
only for boys, though, right?
No, I'm telling you, a lot of females
I'm just
mentioned the WWE bars.
That's
which is
awesome.
Really
I don't know
awesome.
if I ever had one. I used to love the Mickey Mouse with the ears, but it was like half vanilla, and then the ears were chocolate.
Wasn't it a shell? Was that a chocolate shell?
So the old ones were just half a shell. It was just the mouse ears with the vanilla bottom and the chocolate ice cream face. The new ones are all shell. I'm like, no, I want mostly ice cream and not so much shell.
Yeah, because you take a bite of the shell and it just goes everywhere.
Yeah. My mom has pictures of me. I'm a baby. I'm eating the old one, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish they still sold them.
Oh, I'm gonna get in touch with your mom behind your back and flash that picture one of these weeks on the ocean.
Jeez.
Yeah, I love it. King Cone is next. That's pretty much the closest ice cream cone, I guess, as you get. King Cone.
Yeah. I'll just take a regular cone.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going down the shore this weekend, and I'm so excited for just plain old Core Brothers with some ginger.
Yeah.
So
nice
excited.
I'm telling you, I walk up and down the boardwalk, and it's funny. Like we go, my wife's like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna go here for dinner later on." And meanwhile, I'm like, "Core Brothers, Max Pizza, boardwalk fries." Like I don't want to eat nothing fancy. That's what
some curly fries. Now I am going to Wildwood, and I am not that versed on Wildwood. So if you want to chime in on the best Wildwood pizza, I'm all ears because I know Sam's. Is Max Mango's?
No.
Motion Cities?
I think it used to be like some of the same owners, but Max is definitely Max is definitely its own place, and I love Max. Cue Stephanie Bertolato in 3. There she is, 3, 2, 1. She even got it, and she says Max. I agree with Jewel and Stephanie on the same episode. The world is coming to an end. I love.
So
Max.
where is that? That's on the boardwalk. Whereabouts? I'm going to be staying in North Wildwood.
Now I think there's a bigger sit-in one. I think there's a kind of a takeout one. Stephanie, if you can, I'm not as versed. Okay. I don't go down that often, but I know Max.
And I need a good seafood place because I definitely want some.
Wildwood, I don't know. Sea Isle's got some good ones, but Wildwood, I don't know. Okay. Back to Let's Argue with Drumstick. I like the name. Not crazy about the ice cream.
Too much shell.
Tell you, I don't need shell. if it's ending, you get a nice cookie, like 2 cookies and some ice cream, like an ice cream sandwich.
Cookies, yes, I hear you there.
I like ice cream sandwich. That was my pick. Between second and third, I think, is Max. Get it?
Oh, so it's down that way.
Get it?
Nice.
Get it? And bring one home with you.
You know, I used to work at a ice cream place. It won't be named, but if you live in Philly, it's shaped like an ice cream cone.
I know it. Used to be right next to the seafood place, Captain Chef or whatever seafood. Yeah,
it was such a hot box, like the death of me. I swear to God, it was so hot in there. And one time, I had to make a cone with the shell. This is probably why I don't like the chocolate shell. I made the shell. I lifted it up. The whole freaking ball of ice cream splashes all over me. My pink shirt.
I know a lot of people that have worked there.
Done for the rest of the night. I'd be covered in shell. Awful. Hot fudge.
Chocolate eclair comes in next. I like a nice chocolate eclair with the fudgy center. I like that.
I worked at Rita's too. That was a hard job. You have to pump the ice. I'm very sick there.
It is National Sex Day. Now the last 3, not surprising, but I mean, still a little surprising. Chipwich.
Chipwich is good. Anything with cookie and ice cream, I'm all for.
I agree. Now, when I was little, I used to take the Chipwich, put it in a bowl with chocolate syrup, maple syrup, and some nuts, and a little bit of whipped cream.
Oh boy!
I'm bad at
if I get a Chipwich, it definitely has to be broken up. I can't just bite into it. It's too much.
See, again, I don't know where Duck the intern is, but let me show you this. Let me show you how a real intern handles business. 3218 Boardwalk near the second pier. Sorry. Boom! Address and all.
Thank you.
Stephanie Bertolano, our honorary.
And that's Max.
That's Max.
Great. Great. I will
Stop.
be there this weekend.
Now, the last two, one is a surprise. One's kind of conventional because I figured the whole world would say this. But the runner-up was strawberry shortcake. I was shocked at how many people said strawberry shortcake.
It's a lot of people's go-to.
I would rather have the eclair if I had to go with a similar pattern of ice cream.
I think
chocolate
so.
Eclair.
As much as I despise strawberry, I love the strawberry shortcakes. That's like the only strawberry thing I'll eat.
It was really funny because Tim and Dawn Simmons, who we went camping with a few weeks ago, Tim is the guy that introduced us to Tiffany Mosher, as you know. He's a friend of the show. Him and his wife pretty much went to Facebook at the same time, and he put chocolate eclair, and she put strawberry eclair / shortcake right after the other. And I'm like, did you plan that? Yeah, they planned it. It was very cute. Well done, you two.
Too cute. Make me want to gag. Okay.
Yeah. The number one, the winner.
Wait.
Oh,
Real quick.
before we
Did
say
you
the
know?
winner.
I don't know where it came from, but there's actually a strawberry shortcake ice cream cake that you could buy with that crusty crumblies on
Ooh.
top. I don't know where it was in the world, but it's out there. So I don't know.
It
Next
sounds like
summer party.
it sounds like something from Carvel or Carnival or one of them places. It sounds like one of them places.
No, I feel like it wasn't though. Like I don't know, but how good does that sound?
Right now, it sounds
'Cause you
amazing.
never have enough of it.
No, you can't. And they have to eat the whole cake. You're like, oh, can I get another one? The winner, again, I don't know. Everything I pick always ends up last. You folks picked Choco Taco. One young lady whose name I won't mention, he went as far to say, "Let me lick that taco." Wow, we have a great audience. I love our audience, but yeah, let me.
Wow.
Lick
I
Choco
don't know if
Taco.
I ever had one.
I had one. I was not really into it. I didn't dig it.
It
But
doesn't look appetizing.
let's
It's like simplicity.
let's take care of this one. Let's send the kids to bed and let me put my hat on and let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen, because it's the moment I waited all night for.
Okay.
And I got
All
my
right,
Sixers shirt
I'll be back.
and I got my Sixers hat. Jewel will be back because she doesn't want to hear the stuff that comes out of my mouth. I even got my Sixers blanket, folks. I'm going to drape myself in it because I'm going to talk a little bit.
It looks like a Nets blanket.
Oh, it's not the Nets. It is the one and only Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to talk about my man, Ben Simmons.
Kylie Jenner's ex.
Kylie Jenner's ex, Jewel. I knew you were here for something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ranting. Jeff's ranting and
No.
defending Ben
Kendall.
Simmons.
Kendall, I'm sorry.
Kendall. I'm sorry. So, Philadelphia 76ers, they end the season at 49-23. Top seed in the East. Top seed. Number one seed. And, of course, people say regular season, don't mean this, don't mean that. I get it. Sixers make their way into playoffs. Takes them 5 games to get rid of Washington. 5 games. Over. Boom. Second round, they lose a tough one to Atlanta Hawks. They come back in game 2, handle their business, 1-1. Now, through the course of this, Joe Embiid had a little injury, but he's back. Our other big money man, Tobias Harris, has had good games, bad games. Everybody on the team has had their good and bad. But this city feels the burning desire to rip the ever-living hell on a daily basis out of Ben Simmons. In Game 2, Ben Simmons was given the task of playing defense against Trae Young, one of the best scorers in the league, and Atlanta's hot guy. He's a young guy in the league, but he's a catalyst. He makes things happen. In Game 1, without Ben Simmons guarding him, the game we lost, Trae Young went off for 35 points, 10 assists. And they beat us. He was leading. He was bowing down to our crowd, kissing us. Bogdanovich is giving us the finger, and we looked like schmoes. And everybody came out and, oh, Doc Rivers stinks, and Doc Rivers don't know how to coach, and Doc Rivers should have put Ben on. Game 2, Ben Simmons is guarding Trae Young. He's the main assignment. And from what I've read, if this stat is correct, when Trae shot against Ben Simmons, he did not score a point. He ended the game with 21 points on 6 of 16 shooting and 1 of 7 from 3-point, Joel. That is stellar defense. And I give Matisse Thybulle credit for being part of the defense. But Ben Simmons is the defensive catalyst on this team. The guy handled Trae Young. And people say, he's got to score, and he's got to do this, he's got to do that. And all right, his free throws stink. 32% free throw shooting, that's terrible. That's not pro numbers. That's garbage. I get it. But the man is not here to play offense anymore. It's been established. He's a defender. He's a modern-day Dennis Rodman. What Dennis Rodman was in Chicago and San Antonio and Detroit. So Ben Simmons is here. He's a defensive stopper. The guy is a tremendous defender. He's handling Trae Young. Is he going to score 4 points every night? No. Is he going to score 20 points every night? No. But last 7 games, counting last night's where he had 4, 17, 19, 13, 14, 22. He's shooting 68% from the field. Yeah, he's not a jump shooter. He gets in the lane. He makes points. 68%. 8.3 rebounds a game. 9 assists per game. 1.7 steals a block. 13.6 points a game. Oh, we need Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard's out golfing. The Trailblazers are out of here. 1 round and gone. Ben Simmons is still playing. And I know he's not the elite scorer you want, but give the man some credit. Let's start thanking him first before instead of bashing and bitching at him. Let's ride the team we have because you're not making a trade in the middle of the playoffs. Let's say, thank you, Ben Simmons. Wonderful job done against Trae Young, who wasn't kissing our crowd and bowing and making us look stupid. Last night, the kid was on the bench talking to himself. I'm not defending Ben Simmons' offense. I think he should drive more. I think maybe he should shoot more. I get it. But do you want him to shoot and finish the game 3 of 15 and lose and say, why the hell is Ben Simmons shooting? Because you know you're going to go the other way. If he's taking more shots, you lose, you're going to bitch the guy for shooting. You got Joel Embiid. Let Joel Embiid score them points. And that's why you got the Seth Currys and the Danny Greens and the Shake Miltons and the Massies and all that to shoot 3-pointers. Let's not try to make Ben a shooter right now, please. Let's see how far this team goes. I know the Nets are going to give us problems. Fine. I get it. Nets are a great team. Sixers are a pretty darn good team as well. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Danny Green, Seth Curry. It's a good starting 5. Let's give this team a chance before we start writing them off. Let's give Ben Simmons a chance, please. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel's sick of hearing me screaming. You know what, Joel? I'm sick of hearing me screaming because I'm sick and tired of this ungrateful fan base that can't get behind this team. Go to Facebook on this page called Sixers 24/7. 50,000 people strong. Out of the 50,000, 49,000 plus have nothing but negative crap to say about this team after a win, after a loss. No matter what they do, negative crap. Ben Simmons is this. Joe Embiid always gets hurt. Tobias Harris makes too much money. Shut the hell up and take it. Take the win. It's round 2 of the playoffs, God damn it. It's 1 game to 1. Act like the friggin' season's over. You read it, act like you got eliminated.
So are you saying he's carrying the team?
He's not carrying it. He carries the team defensively. His defense is terrific.
Okay.
Joel Embiid carries the team. Joel Embiid is the leader.
Which gets overlooked.
But Joel Embiid is now, he's an elite now. And the league now knows he's an elite superstar. And I get it. And I know he gets hurt. And he plays hard. And he's fragile. But, man, come on. The way that people shit on Ben. If I was Ben Simmons, I'd be, you know what? Screw you people. I shouldn't even play good defense. But he does. Plays terrific defense. That's my rant. Get behind your Sixers.
You still gotta back them up.
They don't. These people, Joel, if you read it, if you followed a little closer and read some of the crap people say about this team, disgusting. Disgusting. I'm picking up my microphone because you are all disgusting. If we win a championship, Joel, I don't want to see a single sucker down on Broad Street. I don't want to see none of yous. Oh, yay, Ben. If we win a championship, they'll be kissing the man's butt. Well, Ben, I love you, Ben. Sucker. Remember a year or two ago when he was dating the Jenner girl and everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to leave and go to California. Now the girl can't run fast enough. Idiots.
No, they don't get that choice because Tristan Thompson was dating Chloe and they're like, yeah, that'd be great if you played for the Clippers. Right. He's like, no, I got the Celtics. And they're all like, oh.
Isn't it great how the Kardashians bring everybody into the basketball world?
Yo, but like as big as Kris Jenner is, she couldn't make that happen now. That's pretty wild.
Well, it is still a business, and I guess they look at it as the boys' club, and what does some billionaire girl have to do with us winning? Blah blah blah. But
right,
rant's over, man. I hurt myself ranting, Jewel. My blood pressure, I can feel it skyrocketing. I'm going to need a little more of the Warheads. Look at this Warheads Extreme Sour Beer.
Ew.
Delicious.
That looks disgusting.
Delicious. Let's do a quick man cave score because I got a lot of new stuff, and then we'll do some topics. I know Jewel loves her topics. I don't have a lot of good topics tonight. We got a few, but anyway, we do this little thing called man cave scores, and basically what it is, it's you see this giant collection behind me, and this is just more that I find and places I get them from, etc. There's a fly interfering in man cave scores. Let me start off number one with a brand new Funko Pop. This is a Seinfeld edition. It's George Costanza and his holistic treatment with a little triangle and the purple face. Great stuff. I'm going to go fast because we're running out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, from Happy Days, one and only Arthur Fonzarelli.
I love him.
You love the Fonz? Look at that one. That's a goodie. They have another one. I'll see them run over tomorrow at FYE. They had an extra one. The box wasn't great, but I know you like taking yours out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if they have another.
The Fonz.
Jewel, speaking of loving, this is my third different Funko Pop from this amazing character. My baby love, my future ex-wife, the one and only Britney Spears.
Oops. Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Oh, it is. I
love the oops.
Look at a little hand on her heart. Oh, my God. Look.
I have a picture of me. I'm like at a Christmas party. I'm like, I'm going to do my hair. Like, oops. And I had the red turtleneck. And I just wanted to be Britney Spears. Who didn't?
Oops, I did it again in my pants. I love you, Britney Spears.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Now, the last ones, there's four of them, but these are awesome. These are mini Funko Pops, and they're new from the Seinfeld collection. And they're called Mini Moments. And it's different people in Jerry Seinfeld's apartment. They actually put all these together. There's a George Costanza. You see the couch of Jerry's apartment. You see the little George figure there. That's one of them.
That's so funny.
You could actually, if you get them all, you actually put them all together. I think I'm short one or two. Then we have Newman in Jerry's apartment. Hello, Newman. That's the dining room table thing. Kind of hard to see, but the dining room table, Newman. Hello, Newman. Of course, we have the one and only Kramer. Funny how he's in the kitchen. How ironic. There's the Kramer figure in the kitchen.
Do they have like a door?
They do have a door. And the door is actually, no, it's not in Jerry's piece. There's another piece that has the door. I do not have that one as of yet. But the last one I do have is Jerry. And this is him it's kind of like the window where his computer is. And the window.
God. Yeah, you never see his bedroom.
And there's Jerry. You've seen the bed. Like you've seen an episode where he's laying in the bed and Kramer laid in the bed on an episode. But you never actually see the whole bedroom.
Really?
And a lot of people say the apartment, like when you look at it, is incorrect. Jen Hines in the house. Jen, just in time to see all my Funko Pops. Jen gets jealous of my Funko Pop collection because she also collects. I have more than I could possibly fathom. I can't even keep, like the wall is going to fall down on me. Do I have any other new ones that I missed?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Something new.
I don't even know. I can't keep up. But that was a lightning fast rendition of. Oh, no, wait. We got one more thing. Hold steady. Let me play some music. Now, Jewel Tatey, my friend and I, my friend Mr. Christian Rupert and myself, we do a lot of buying, selling, trading. He knows a guy that does wholesaling, gets his hands on a lot of stuff, and sometimes he has extras and gives it to him for nothing or trades for something. So we went out and landed you a couple doozies. There's another Yoshi.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
And there is the Sweet Stunts edition with the coin that you put the coin in and does the stunts of Yoshi.
Oh my god.
Courtesy of myself and Christian to our amazing Jewel Tatey as part of Man Cave. Of course, they're yours.
Me?
They are for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we hunt for you. We enjoy it because I love your desire to get the stuff the way we desire to get the stuff.
Oh
I think
my
it's
god.
great.
Thank you.
He's like, oh, I got a dude, and he hooks me up with some good stuff and cheap and
Really?
trade off. Yeah, but sometimes we trade off our extras and etc. So
You know what I saw, and I didn't know if you had it because it looked pretty rare, but it was the Joker with like Day of the Dead face paint on. Did you see this?
I think he has it. I don't think I do. And I'm pretty
Whoa.
sure I know which one you're talking about.
Decent.
It is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
And if you start looking like Funko exclusives have become big again, like I got the Incredible Hulk one. I actually have two of them, the glow in the dark ones, the black lights. They came out with a black light Ghost Rider.
Oh wow.
It is boss. He's on the motorcycle. It lasted 10 minutes and sold out online. They're gone. And they're already on the aftermarket sites for like 200 and $300. It's so stinking cool. But people are back in the Funko games to become hot again.
I know. And like the boys, I've been trying to get that Homelander forever, and he's like hard to find. The one with the red eyes, and he like levitates. But it was so funny because Joey had our Switch. I'm like, we haven't played a game together in a while, and I was like, let me see our games because it's been so long, and we only played like the one Mario game. And she's like, well, I'm like, what games do you have that are 2-player? She's like, well, I have Mario Kart. I'm like, what? Like, you have Mario Kart? How did I not like?
How do you not play Mario Kart with your mother? Your mother's Mario Kart obsessed.
So it's 8. So it's the new one, and I'm used to the 64 version, but the new one's fun. And the first race, I didn't even think about it. I just left her in the dust. And I'm like, I'm Yoshi, and now I could be like any color Yoshi I want. So I was like white Yoshi on my Zelda cart with my Zelda flag. And I'm all right. I come in first place on the first round, because we're doing like 100 cc's. She comes in second in a Grand Prix, right behind me, like on my tail. I'm like, I was so impressed. And if it wasn't for the second race where I hit her with a red shell, like right before the finish line, she would have kicked my ass. I'm like, I cannot believe.
I got to tell you, the next time that you're around, come by. I'll bring down, I got the little, the NES with all the games on it. My wife will play Mario Kart and every Mario game with you till the sun goes down.
Oh, she loves. I'll bring over the Switch. The Switch is fun. I need to buy another Joy-Con. So it could be like 3-4 players. But
that would be cool.
Well worth it. I like how smooth it is because, when you jump, you want to be able to jump, right?
Yeah, I feel
so the NES is very cool. I did play that before too.
It's cool. I got so many extra games chipped into it. It's just awesome. And like I said, she loves it, and she's a junkie with that all that Mario stuff. And I told her one year she was at Beer Fest, I had to drag her off the chair because she was going to finish, and there was like a 30 dudes gathered around because there's this cute blonde kicking ass at Mario, and all these like dudes are like, I love you, lady.
Well,
gotta get that Pro controller. Makes life easier.
Oh yeah, I do. And they have like Zelda ones. I do. We just got the regular Switch not too long ago because she had the light, so she could play the light by herself. But I'm like, we need the regular Switch so we can play on the TV. So, but if you get that, then you get the eShop, and you can download basically any Nintendo game ever, any Sega game. Like, it's amazing. Tetris, you got Donkey Kong Country, all the old Zelda games. Like, I'm trying to beat every old Zelda too because we beat all the new ones. But yeah, they have Dr. Mario and all that jazz.
Yeah, she likes all those Mario games.
You back.
He's got Christian collects those arcade 1-ups, like the the mini bigger machines.
Oh yeah, I like
He's
that.
got like 12 of them. He's got like so
Wow.
many cool ones. Oh,
My cousin Dave literally has every single system from as he collected as a kid. Like he just kept it all, but now it's displayed all very nicely. But he still plays everything too, so it's very cool.
definitely cool.
Yes, Stephanie.
Seeing when
I
people-
love Breath of the Wild so much. It took us like 3 months to beat it just because we wanted to like go through everything. But yeah, me and my niece love it. I think it's one of the best games ever made.
Stephanie, we gotta get you into like our bestie crowd.
Right? I
You
know.
do some hanging. You're like
Get along
our
great.
Probably would.
I have a master sword.
Wow. So do I, but I can't show it to Stephanie. I'm married. It is National Sex Day. Anyway, let's get to some topics, Jewel Tatey, and we'll start off with this one, a story you sent me. Maxim magazine has come out with its annual Sexiest Woman Alive. And there she is right there. She's the first Black woman to be crowned Sexiest Woman Alive, and it is Teyana Taylor. And man, look at the physique on that girl. Good Lord.
She's
Built.
unreal.
Yeah,
she's-
she's built.
And people ask her all the time, like, oh, what do you do? She's like, she just dances. That's it. That's all she does. Have you seen the Fade Away video from Kanye West? It's just her
I'm
in
gonna
like
start
a
dancing.
flash dance-esque outfit. And she is just, she's unbelievable. I agree.
That's a nice bod. It's not overdone. And usually, and I'm not trying to be a pig or anything, but usually when women get enough physique, they tend to lose their boobs or their chest becomes like all muscle. But I think she's got a nice tone. Like I think she's got a great looking body.
The aliens just came in the form of Teyana Taylor because she is beautiful. I think Doja Cat is so beautiful too, but they're just insane. I can't believe she's the first Black woman ever, though. That seems insane to me.
I'm not saying, I mean, I'm a little shocked by that too, because I mean, for me, I mean, a lot of people tell me no, but I always thought Tyra Banks was just like I just love Tyra Banks. And her build and her
there's
face.
just so many, like, Halle Berry and Beyonce. Like, how was
Yeah.
no one the sexy? I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about this, and a scientist, this is a scientific study, claimed that Bella Hadid is the world's most beautiful woman based on everything.
I heard that.
But the funny thing is, she's altered. So perfection is not attainable unless it's
Right. This
enhanced.
is all natural, ladies and gentlemen.
But I think they were talking like symmetry and all that. I don't know how anyone said. I go crazy every week because I have to look at my face and look at my crooked nose, and I couldn't even get my nose pierced because the guy's like, "Oh, you have a crooked nose. You know, you don't want to bring attention to one."
I don't
So
see
your
a
face-
crooked nose. Look at this big giant Italian horn honker I got here. You can put this on a bicycle and burp, burp, all the way down the road. Look at this thing.
I don't know. I just feel like
Don't make me rain again.
I guess when you're just in the public eye, you have to see yourself a little different, or just are forced to see yourself how other people see you, and it's a little hard to do.
I got to tell you, for people who don't know, we do basically spend 2+ hours staring at ourselves
Yeah,
every Wednesday.
it's tough. Like
night.
sometimes I just don't want to do it.
But, and I feel funny because I try to stare at you, but as I'm staring at you, you can see my eyes like all the way over.
I
So
know.
I tend to look at myself, but like, man, I get
Last
nothing.
week I looked like cross-eyed because I had these big lashes on. I'm trying to look at you, but like I'm realizing that it looks weird, so I need a second opinion for my TV. Like it's hard to know where to look.
But aren't you uncomfortable if you stare at the camera? Like right
I
now, I'm
can't
staring
look
at
at
the
myself.
camera, and I
No.
can't see either of us. Doesn't it freak you out a little bit? Like I can't. Yeah,
No.
I don't know. I can't do it.
I know.
We got a comment that I missed. Jeremy Umstead in the house. How you been, man? Mother truckers. Well done. We're
Still
doing good, dude.
tattooing?
We're doing great. It's great to hear from you. Yeah, I'd like to know if you're still tattooing. I know you got another gig. It's good to see you still joining us, man. It's always nice having you. We're doing great, though. Thank you.
Bridget put up a post today. I was like, wow, because she's getting a back tattoo. And she said all of the things that are required when you go to get a massive tattoo. You know,
Bridget the Midget?
hydrate. Huh?
Bridget the Midget?
Bridget McAdams, the piercer we had on.
Bridget McAdams. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Her tattoos are crazy.
Yeah, well, she's getting this big back piece, and she's like, you know, you got to hydrate, and went through the list, you know, bring cash, like,
Yeah.
you bring sugar and water and like all these great points. And I'm like, thank you so much, because my nephew is getting like a huge sleeve tomorrow, a 6-hour session or longer.
Wow.
And I'm definitely gonna like send him this because oh, you're beautiful, thank you. But yeah, it's a real thing. Like if you're gonna go and she said it's an investment and you have to, you know, take care of it and take aftercare if you're going to be in the sun the next day. So I thought it was a great point. And yeah, tattooers, I feel for you, because a lot of people come in, especially like I've seen people get tattooed blasted. Like,
Yeah. Oh, my God.
what are you thinking? And sitting there for hours, and it's just not fun for either party.
I got to tell you, Bridget McAdams, and I don't know how people do this, because to me it looks painful as hell. Her chest piece is insane, but it just looks so damn painful.
Yeah, I can imagine, like, that has to hurt. My wrist hurt so bad, like, because you can't brace. Like, I couldn't make a fist, so
Yeah.
it was a hard area to, like, brace, and you have all those veins there. I couldn't imagine. I don't know.
I know, and because you're breathing and all, like, and there's
Yeah.
needle there, and I don't know. It's you know, and it's funny, and like she says, oh, guys always look at my chest. I'm like, no offense, there's this amazing piece of artwork there. They're going to
Are
look
you
at it 'cause
supposed to?
it's freaking awesome.
Right.
But the wrist, like Cassie said, her foot hurt. She said her foot was the most pain she's had yet. She's had what, 6 or 7? So the foot is by far and away the most pain.
That's what my friend said too. The foot is very painful. But, and then again, you don't, especially as a woman, you know, you might have a baby and stuff stretches. Like, you don't want to get it on, like, stuff that might not go back.
Yeah.
So, but I do want another one. Just gotta.
Like I said, in seeing as much as I saw of Bridget, like, it's like the upper chest. Like, I don't know if she's anywhere else, but I mean, I assume that would hold up pretty strong.
I saw she had like a Peter Griffin on her leg. That's pretty funny.
She's got great stuff, and she's super cool, and it's always like fun. I'm like so glad we had her on, and I'd probably like to bring her on again. Maybe do like a show where we have a few people want to talk about different ideals and all, and like Jeremy and Bridget and get some other people, because I think tattooing is so cool. I still to this day can't believe I don't have one. I'm like shocked by that, because I love them. I think they're boss, and I love hers.
This year, I think it needs to happen on the show. You have enough time left this year and everything. Did you get the notification on your phone? Because I did. Philadelphia to lift indoor mask mandate on Friday.
Wow, in Philly. I mean, through Bucks County. I haven't worn a mask in Bucks County in forever.
I don't know. It still weirds me out. Like, I work in a pretty big building, and when I see people come in without masks, I get a little freaked out because we're just so used to it now.
Oh, yeah. People look at me like, and I know they're looking at me that way. And I'm not saying to be like controversial, but I know like I walk in a market and people will take a step back, or like Target, and they'll look, and you know,
well, they haven't made it clear, right? Like some companies haven't made it clear whether you should or you shouldn't. I know Walmart. I went to Walmart like a couple of days ago, and I've tried to avoid Walmart, but whoa, like no one had them on.
They haven't been wearing them in weeks in Walmart. I went to a place today. I don't want to really say it because I don't want to point a finger at a place and say they're doing anything wrong or overcautious, but I went to a place today, and a young lady said, "Excuse me, sir, do you happen to have a mask?" And I did. I carried it in my pocket still in case certain places asked for it. So I put it on. I was in there for 5 minutes, did my business, and got out. There's a bank. I don't want to say which one, but it's a bank. And they're still, you know, all over the guidelines. Fine, whatever. Yeah. So I put it on. I'm not going to be that guy like, not putting it on, man. You're taking my rights away. I'll slap it on. I'll do my business. I get the hell out of there.
What do you think of like a post office? Because I don't think the post offices are enforcing it.
Post office, the one around the corner here has been fairly strict. I went in there the other day. Everybody that works there still has them on, and the one girl that works there is like super cautious, and she's been the whole way. She says, I do a lot of shipping with some of the stuff I sell and receive and all, and she's always like very weird about what she touches and how she touches. Mask is always on. So out of respect, the last time I went the other day, I had it on, and I saw two people not have it on, so I just kind of lowered it off my nose, but still kept it. And I don't know. We're getting there.
What drives me wild? I don't know if I ever said it, but like the people who come into a building and then put the mask on, I'm like, you're doing nothing.
Thanks, dude.
I mean, I guess like the 15 minutes or whatever of exposure, but like, I don't know. Why wouldn't you just put it on outside the door?
Yeah,
it takes inside the door.
Extra second. Speaking of normal though, and getting back out and doing everything, I wanted to tell you because I forgot. July 31st, Hershey Park Arena, the one and only Guns N' Roses. I have tickets in hand. I am so beyond stoked. As you know, I'm a massive Guns guy. The opening act is Mammoth, which is Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie's son. That's going to be an amazing show. Me and the missus, I think, are going to spend the night over there. Maybe go to Troge Brewery during the day for some beer, maybe a little lunch. Go to the show. It's going to be an awesome time. So excited. Like I said, we're getting back there. Definitely getting back.
Shows at Hershey are so cool. I saw Bruce at Hershey, and it's just a great sound stage. So open.
Never been to a Hershey.
Really?
Never.
Oh, you're going to have a good time.
Thanks. I went on, I hope so. I went on Ticketmaster, and I looked first at the casino, and like the last row was like $250, like the worst seat in the house. Like, come on, $250.
Yeah, I feel like Hershey, though, you can like move up because it's so open that you could probably like weasel your way up there.
Very cool. Very excited. July 31st. Guns and or Roses.
Wow.
That's going to be great.
So
very excited.
Korn and Stained are coming. So those tickets were pretty cheap, too.
I would go.
Some of those. Yeah.
I've seen Korn like 5 times. If we're down, I would do it again.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We forgot the Meme Me segment. I got some good ones. Let's do Meme Me real quick. Meme me. I will meme you all real quick with a couple dirty ones. Is it still going to be PG rated? Because I got a couple filthy ones here.
It's up to you.
Okay, let's do this one real quick. I'm trying to give up sexual innuendos, but it's hard. So hard. That one had me rolling. This next one is pretty filthy as well. Oh, I got to take the Meme thing down here and we'll read it. 1 minute, somebody has their finger in your butthole. The next minute, they're using the same finger to block you on everything. Love can be scary. Shaking my That is like the nastiest thing I ever read.
Oh, God. Wow.
One more. This one's not really a... Oh, wait. This is a meme, too. This one came from my sister-in-law, and I died laughing. This is great. Look. Me as a teenager, my parents' vodka, water. So they're doing the Indiana Jones swap-a-root thing. I saw that this morning. I was just
That's good.
That's a good one. She knows she's not eligible for any competitions, but that is a great one. And this one's not really a meme, but I saw this today, and this is my dude's moment in the spotlight. Spends big money to get tickets to see the Montreal Canadiens and the Winnipeg Jets, and bam! He's caught picking his nose on national television.
Wow.
My dude. And he takes the mask off, too, just to make sure. Scoring 2 of 2,500 tickets to the Jets has playoff game 600. Getting caught picking your nose on TV. Priceless. Of course, he's a Jets fan, busting a Canadiens fan.
His allergies, man.
Great.
No joke.
Meme me. Thank you, everybody, for meme me. Major League Baseball's got a big issue with pitch or ball doctoring and a new substance called Spider Tack. They put one of their best pitchers kind of under the fire to the Jarrett Cole of the Yankees, and they said, "Are you doctoring? Are you using Spider Tack?" And after a legit 60-second countdown of silence, he pretty much came up with I don't know. So apparently, ball doctoring and pitch maneuvering is a huge deal, Joel. Big time cheating. Now, I know you played softball. You know how a substance can make a ball act. What the hell are you going to do to stop this, though? You can put any kind of substance anywhere. A catcher, there's They said catchers put it on their leg pads and scuff up the ball. The shortstop puts in his back and like his back belt and scuffs up the ball like when they go around the horn. How do you stop this? And how ridiculous is it that we're back? Baseball always seems the one with the most cheating, the steroids and the pine tars and the scuffing. Like, what do you think?
Pine tar is illegal too?
You can only use a certain amount on the bat, but supposedly pitchers using on the ball, and some guys are going too high with the pine tar, and there's just.
I have a wooden bat from like a AAA game that my dad was in a home run contest, and it was so sticky. Cool. So I had to keep it like way high up so I didn't touch it. It was very sticky. That's crazy though. I don't know. That's such a punk move. I hate cheating in any form. It's
going to blow up and be bigger. Like I said, Cole was like the biggest name pitcher in the game, and he really didn't have an answer. But I said, oh, he's not going to throw anybody on the bus. He kind of did. Kind of threw everybody on the bus. Instead of just saying, nah, I don't know, never heard of it, and ducking and maybe getting a lawyer involved or whatever, stood there in silence and came out with an and ah. So that's why pitching is at an all-time high this year. You see why.
And when, they give it to the ump, they don't really check out the ball that well. It's just like 1 second. All right, see it. Toss it back.
Exactly. And like I said, they had a catcher on. There was a catcher on the radio. As a matter of fact, it was Ben Davis, former Philly Ben Davis, who now does commentary. And he said there's a lot of pitchers. Hey, Ben, do me a favor. Like put some gunk on your pads. And he said I put the gunk on the pad and rub it a little bit and put it on the ball and pass it back. And then they would work it into the ball. And next thing you know, everybody's cheating.
Damn. That's insane.
Right? And then they're going to cry when they don't get in the Hall of Fame. Oh, excuse me. Let's do this one. This is, Jewel brought this up to me. Liquid IV is a product for people with hangovers, and it's a hangover treatment. So Jewel, being as great as she is in reading into everything, because Jewel definitely does like research and homework, she finds this amazing review for this Liquid IV, and it reads as so. Looking up stuff to help with hangover while on vacation and stumbled upon this lovely review. Liquid IV.
No, and to give credit to my friend Michelle, because she's the one that found this.
Michelle, great job. Yeah. So the review from our man Gus reads, I no longer black out. Long story short, I'm a raging alcoholic. I drink till I piss my pants and pick fights at the bar. I often find myself waking up in a jail cell or passed out in the Popeyes chicken parking lot. Don't ask. That's good because I want to ask. Anyways, come Liquid IV. I now mix one of these in with my first beer, and this is the part that gets scary, and mix another in after every 10 drinks.
Wow.
Every 10, not after 10, every 10. They're not easy to mix in with shots, but I get it done by washing down the remaining powder in my mouth with an additional shot. I no longer black out. First of all, is this a real review? Do you think this is somebody just trolling the shit out of this poor girl or what?
I don't know. I want to hang out with Gus.
Gus, if you're out there, we want to have you on the Yo Show. I'm like blown away by it. So let's hit 2. Let's hit your worst drunken moment that you can remember.
No.
I know it. I know one me and you shared. And I had to do with a phone number at a bar we went to.
You better shut your mouth. You don't know anything about me.
That's all I said. That's all I'm saying. I know enough about you. I know what happened that night. My most embarrassing moment, I'll tell you out loud, my brother remembered he was there. We went to that after hours club back when it used to be Deco on Spring Garden Street. And I was so drunk.
Always the after hours.
I'm walking sideways. He's like, dude, get a grip. I walk outside. I do a 180 spin. And I tackle the trash can. And me and the trash can go down. And there was trash all over me. I've got the trash can. Thank God it was a little before the days of like cell phones and cell phone photos, because man, that baby would have went viral. I was covered in trash. I was covered in throw up, because basically the smell of the trash and me being sick, throw up all over myself. My brother was trying to score with some babe, and he's like, dude, you're killing me. I'm like, yeah. And I'm just laying on the concrete.
Did you have to get into a car after that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He still had some young lady in the car, and she's like, she's like, your brother stinks. Yeah, I guess so. This is laying in trash and puke.
Oh my God. Penn State memories are just like flashing through.
Wow. I can imagine. And you know what? I know you're a little different than me. I know sharing them cringes you a little bit. That's okay.
One, like, it was on Facebook. It was probably like one of our first Facebook pictures. But my friend, we were at a frat party, and she slipped and fell and puke. Like, all down her leg was puke. We were going home, thankfully. But it was like all down her nice jeans. And we were like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I got a picture, like, almost trying to lick the puke off her leg? So I was like, like, on her leg. And I was like, a few years later, I'm like, why is this picture still on?
Pretty sure I've seen that picture. I'm almost sure I did. It's actually like, I can actually kind of see it in my brain. It's one of those ones that sticks out.
Yeah. I don't know why we did that. And then the one time at Penn State,
One time at Penn State?
I think it was my birthday or something. I don't know. A lot of people were up. I remember like people not even we went to school with or were up visiting, and there were these lights. We lived in a very nice complex in my senior year. And yeah, there was this like old lamppost with this big bulb, and it was at the top of the hill. I'm like, hey guys, watch this. And I went up and I whacked the lamppost, and sparks were flying, and I ripped the lamppost off of the post. And everyone's like, why did you just Wonder Woman that lamppost? And then I couldn't keep it in my apartment. So my good friend Kat, R.I.P., she kept it in her apartment. She probably got in trouble. God, so many bad decisions in college.
That's a funny story. See, the funny thing is, like, you keep it closet, but you got some great stories.
Yeah. They're awesome.
It's not quite as good as Trash Can, but
no. That had to be on video.
Like I said, thank God it was before the days of that, because my God.
Jeez.
Luke Williams, what did Luke Williams do? Did he get a hit? Did he get a home run? Christian Rupert in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You missed the rant, dude. I was ranting about your boy Ben Simmons. He's not.
Thank you, Christian, too, for the gift.
Thank you for the goodies. We shared the goodies tonight. The Yoshis. She's all about it. He said you would like. He knows all that stuff. He's like in touch with. He said you would love the coin one. Like, I don't know what that means.
And the coin one is amazing.
Right, the coin one does tricks and all, I guess. Kind of like the old school penny racers, I guess. Walk off home run, Luke Williams. It looks like the Phillies won tonight. Glad I didn't bet it.
Joey has this cool. It's like a Transformers LOL boy. And you have to put the coin into the arcade game to get the doll out of the slot. But it's like a transform. It's so cool. I'm like, I like this. Put it in my room. My collection.
Walk off home run. Next week we'll rant about the Phillies. That ranting thing actually felt good, like screaming my head off. I don't think I made any points. I wasn't really trying to. I was just like yelling about it. A lot of fun.
10 o'clock?
I know. So we're going to run a little late. So we got to do a couple more topics, and we got to, see who's coming up on the show. But let's hit it real quick. We did Liquid IV. How about the Burger King employee? Did you hear about this Burger King employee, Lala? And this
I meant to look this up. I have to look it up.
This woman makes this massive stink about this girl named Lala, who's a Burger King employee, saying how her uniform was distracting her husband. I got the picture. I don't really see it.
Oh.
Let me move the banner.
Distracting her husband?
Like, she's got a little bit of a booty, but like, is that? She said, yeah, the uniform was distracting her husband. It was overly sexual. And then she went to TikTok to kind of post a video and defend herself, where she was a little nasty on TikTok. She gave the woman fingers and all that. But she says,
Are you freaking kidding me? You know she's probably like a teenager. Like, how?
She said, a woman complained about my uniform. I guess next time I'll keep my ass at home. I mean, she's got some butt, but I mean, I don't blame her. She's got a Burger King polo shirt on and a pair of jeans.
This is ridiculous.
Like, what do you want the girl to wear to work? I don't see it as...
It's not. It's perfectly fine.
And it was a shame because, like, she was getting comments on social media, and one person called her,
Called her what?
The N-word, and called her the W word. Yeah, she called her WHORE and the N-word. I'm like, what is she doing wrong besides working at Burger King? She got a Whopper. That booty is a
She got a
whopper. I'll
whop.
tell you that.
She
I'll
got
tell
a
you
whop.
that booty is a whopper. No doubt about it. But she got a nice booty. But I mean, come on, like she's not allowed to work.
Oh my God. You don't like.
Have you ever gone to Texas Roadhouse? All the chicks there wear tight jeans.
Well, that's just a Karen for you.
That's
Complaining
what
about her.
everybody called her the queen of the Karens. That's good stuff. Like,
Wow.
come on. And if your husband's distracted by that, knock your husband upside the head. Say, yo, can you stop looking? The girls there working at Burger King, dude.
You guys, look, you don't have to make it so apparent. Like
Yeah,
you're
I know.
causing a scene. Like, come on.
Just be like, get a little side.
That's ridiculous.
My
It's
wife
like
knows
Billie
that.
Eilish. She can't even like put on anything. They called her all these nasty names as soon as she wore a tank top. Like,
Right?
it's ridiculous.
That
They
one was
are
crazy.
young women. Leave them the hell alone.
Right? I think I've had enough, man. Like, back off a bit, Russell.
Stop being jealous.
Stop being jealous, indeed. This topic keeps coming up more and more, and I need your opinion here. Ad searching, phone eavesdropping is your policy compromise. Now, everybody keeps saying it. Every word you say is now popping up on their phone. Every word you say is coming up at as an ad on Facebook, etc., etc. Oh, Jesus, etc., etc. Is this concerning to you? It's never that concerning to me. I mean, it's ads. Ads don't bother me. What bothers me is if I say like, oh man, like I'm just like I'm so mad at myself, I'm gonna shoot myself. Next thing you know, you get like a text message from like the law or something. Then I'd be concerned. Does this ad stuff bother you? Facebook. I mean, iPhone is trying to change the privacy where they can't hear. But what do you think? Are you into this thing? Does this freak you out?
I feel like it's just going to get worse. So if you want to avoid it, just don't have any electronics. But they're listening to you. It's how they make money. It's obviously apparent through every device. Like, yeah, it's nuts. And if you really think about it, you wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. There's just no definitive laws that they can't do this. Like they're still going to do it. So I don't know. If you want someone not to know your business, like don't be around any electronics, which is near to impossible.
You're gonna live in a cabin all the way up north.
It's so annoying though. Like I hate watching 2 YouTube ads and then watching the person I'm supposed to be looking at advertise for another couple minutes about another product. Like it's a whole advertisement, and then the content is only like 3-5 minutes long. You should be in Hello, bro.
I can't get a swear.
I know
The
because the government's listening.
Yeah. They're waking her up. 3 to 5 minutes. The content's 3 to 5 minutes long, and sometimes in the middle of that content is another commercial.
It's insane. It's one big ad, and that's what sets us apart. You don't have to listen to ads. It's all free entertainment,
right,
uninterrupted.
Exactly. I mean,
it's great music.
You don't have to do any of that. Like, I mean, all you get to listen to is entertainment, music, and, we don't do entertainments here at Loso Brewing Company, Sword and Stone, now available at the WIPA at Chicky and Pete, South Philly, 1526 Packer Avenue. Get it today. Nice cold Loso beer.
Drink
That's
local.
like an ad in there. You like that? Drink local. But, yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, at this rate, at my age.
I hate it when it's like a game, like they obviously don't play a product they obviously don't care about. Like, I'm sorry, everyone is doing that Scentbird campaign. Like, everyone. Like, I'm just sick of hearing about it. It'll be like Scentbird and then therapy for fewer ailments of watching too many ads.
I don't feel I get brainwashed. If I don't like the price of something or if I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. Really
Save your furniture. I like the, it ropes me in. It does, because I've been seeing snow ads ever since I looked up teeth whitening, and now it's like snow, 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 snow. So finally, today I bought it, but tall crapping. I caved. But I didn't buy the big package, so I will report back.
On the next episode of Talk Crapping.
Talk Crapping.
Which I love. It's like my favorite
You
word.
started it.
I love it. It's hilarious. I like when you rant.
Mm.
I ranted tonight about Ben Simmons, and everybody's going to tell me I'm wrong. And like I said, I make group. I like when you rant. because you're like, I run out of breath in mere seconds. You like go on for like 5 minutes of holding your breath, and you're like, get to the end, you're like, I'm like, wow, wow.
It's a talent.
I was asking Taylor a question, a long question. After like 20 seconds of question, I'm like, oh my God. Big thanks to Taylor McIntosh, tonight's guest. He is excellent. I'm going to put the banner up here real quick again. Instagram, Taylor D. McIntosh. The new single is Claire in the Moonlight, out now on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Follow him on TikTok for some great videos. We heard the song here tonight. It is outstanding, and I have him loaded to my Apple Music list already. You can also check out some of his other songs. He's got one featuring Richie Sambora called Money Comes Easy. So check that out. Great songs, great young man, super talent, Taylor McIntosh. Thank you very much for joining us on the program. Coming up, Jewel, we got a lot of shows coming up. We had to alter one, but let's run down the list real quick.
Oh, yeah. Let me know if you don't know dates, because I think I gave you all of them. But if you don't, I have my calendar in front of me.
Okay, so the 16th was supposed to be Madeline Zima. Madeline today rescheduled with me. We'll get to hers. Do we have anybody for the 13th? Did we land that yet, or we're still working on that one? That's next week.
Yeah, no one for next week. Yeah.
Okay, no one for next week yet. We're working on that. June 23rd, we have one I'm super stoked about. A great band, and it's their awesome lead singer. Look at this chick, Jewel. Tattoos, and she is absolutely boss. From Stitched Up Heart, lead singer Mixie Demner. It's going to be awesome. They got a huge social media following. She's hot. She's cool. Can't wait to have her on the program. That's June 23rd. Mixie Demner from Stitched Up Heart will be our very special guest. Then we move to Tuesday nights, the 29th, and we have a good one here, Jewel. Very excited for this one. We all know our love for Mayor of Easttown, correct? We have somebody from Mayor of Easttown. Connie Giordano, who played Patty on Mayor of Easttown, is going to be on our show June 29th. And we're going to talk all about, like, I want to know the inner scoop, the secrets, what they thought of PA. I want to know it all. And Connie Giordano is going to be on our show June 29th to talk about Mayor of Easttown.
So exciting.
Stoked for that. Wish it was a little bit sooner. But we still haven't got any inside scoops. So that's okay. Here's a great one. Jewel nails this one. A super popular band from the 80s. And, of course, the big song, What I Like About You, the Romantics. And we have their guitarist and songwriter, the one and only Mike Skill, will be with us on July 6th. Very exciting. Give me one more day. Love it. Mike Skill, of course, Talking in Your Sleep, another great Romantics song. Mike's got some solo stuff out now. He's going to talk to us about rock and roll life. And you know what, Jewel? I am a sucker for any legendary rocker talking about rock and roll life. I love that stuff, man.
Yes, I need some stories.
I need stories, man. I love band stories. I love it.
Yes.
So that is July 6th. Now, on July 13th, we're still working on that. We don't have that yet. But July 20th, Jewel landed another great one, musician out of New York, Mr. David D'Alessio. And he's got a neat little photo that we landed here as well, Jewel. Ain't tough. I got photos.
That's good. Yes.
There's David. All right. David D'Alessio is going to be our special guest on July 20th. We're going to talk about the New York music scene and his career and all that great stuff. Another great landing from Beatrice Kimmel. Thank you, and welcome back to our family. We love her. She's a great PR person, gets great people, great talent. July 20th, don't forget David D'Alessio. On the 27th of July, ladies and gentlemen, our sweetheart, our love, our separated sister, Miss Tiffany Mosher, we're going to celebrate her birthday. We are working on stuff, Tiffany. We promise you. We're trying to get a couple great people. Hopefully it comes through. There she is, the lovely Tiffany Mosher. We will celebrate her birthday July 27th. I happen to find a nice big box of mozzarella sticks in my freezer, and I can guarantee you I'll be eating mozzarella sticks galore in celebration of Tiffany's birthday on the 27th. Can't wait for that. Very excited for that. And we will re-announce one of my favorites. I spoke to this young lady today, and I am in love. I love her to death. She's beautiful. She's sweet. She's a tremendous actress. On August 10th, she did change the date. She's coming back with us August 10th. The incredible Miss Madeline Zima. Oh, my God. I cannot wait for this. I told her this time it's different. Last time it was just audio. This time it's audio video. She said, wow, that's great. I cannot wait. He cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm already geeked up. I'm already stuttering. I already can't talk, and she's 2 months away.
We have like, I mean, Maddie Zuma is coming in August. It's so exciting. But yeah, we have a lot of great people coming too. My bad. The schedule got mixed up. But yes, more great talent.
We overbooked a little bit. We'll work it out. We'll get these great talents on.
And sometimes it works where we can have 2 people per episode, but I don't know. We also like giving people their time.
Yeah.
Let us have our time. So, I think it's better this way.
Matter of fact, I think in thinking about Madeline Zima, I think the last time we had her on, we did a double header. Did we not? Wasn't that the Tony Chen episode also, I believe? I could be wrong.
It was.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Goodness, she deserves her own episode.
Trust me, when she comes on in August, I'm going to offer her 2 hours, and I'm just going to step aside. I like how you call her Maddie. She's Maddie. She's our Maddie.
She calls herself Maddie. I think it's adorable. My niece is Madeline. She spells it the same way, so I love the name.
She is so stinking cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, telling you.
I'm just going to meet up with her when I go to California this summer.
Yeah, Jewel checks out Cali in July. You got to pull off something. You got to find somebody to bring on with you. Somebody's going to blow me away.
I think Duck is just as determined to get the one person on because she's good friends with you-know-who. And, like close personal friends.
Wow.
I mean, Mamma Mia.
If you can't, you can't. But I'm excited for it.
I don't know what I would do. Like I was such a fan of her too. It would be like unreal.
That's awesome. And we got that and so much more coming.
You didn't get my reference, did you?
No, I missed it. Oh, by the way, while you're at Cali, Christian wants to go to the Funko store. See the Funko store.
Where?
You'll make your own.
Both something special.
They will make your own. They'll make a Funko of you at the store.
No.
That's what I hear.
That's amazing.
I want to go to the Funko store.
Stop it. I have to look it up now.
I'm
going to look it up tomorrow.
I want to.
You and Christian Funko. Have something coming.
Well, we got something coming. You know, with the ugly face and a Funko Pop. Look at that face. You gotta change that
picture.
picture.
In my suitcase on the way back. It's all good.
You're like all in the dark. Let me check something out real quick while I got you all on the phone here.
All right, it's getting late.
I know, it is. It is. It's going late. I got to do a score check real quick. I got money on the line here. 35-30 Suns with 2 minutes left in the 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Okay. Go Suns. All right, that is it. Massive thanks to our guest, Mr. Taylor McIntosh. Real quick, Joel, before we go, let's thank the people that tune in and give us likes and loves. Rick Giannotti, thank you, Rick. David Biddle, Dwayne Piper, Kyle Cipher, Chris Bull, Susie D'Angelo, Travis B. Man, and my sister-in-law, Beth Perini. Thank you very much. Some hearts and loves from our good friend, Patty Hartman. Lindsay Adams tuned in. Thank you, Lindsay. And my wife, Cassie Perini. And, of course, the amazing Susie Corey with a love. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for tuning in. Christopher Ruber, thanks for coming on and hanging out with us tonight, bud. Thank you for all our great watchers that always check us out. We greatly appreciate it. Here on The Yo Show, you can check out previous episodes on YouTube Live, Facebook, Twitch, and coming back to www.yoshow215.com now that Jeff's done being lazy. So check us out. Don't forget, Tuesday, starting Tuesdays on the 29th, we go to our summer hours. We'll be hitting Tuesdays. I lost the banner, so I'll remind you. Tuesday, starting June 29th, we go to Tuesdays. We'll be doing that till August 30th. You'll see the best of the Yo Show Wednesday nights. I will share links, some of our greatest shows ever. Great show tonight, Jewel. Thank you for putting in the extra time. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. And any last words before we send the crowd home?
Happy start of summer, y'all. Maybe it'll stop raining one of these days.
Happy start of summer, y'all. I love it. We're going to take you out with the music of St. Ricketts, What Fire Cannot Burn, at www.stricketts.com. Telling you folks, I've been checking out their brand new stuff. It's awesome. Can't wait till they get it. For Joey, for Jewel, for Jeff the Shark, we'll see you next week. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Whoops.
Was it truly blessed if the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the wound, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot, searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly bliss if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm